receive a free Morgan Silver Dollar. That's a $59.95 value and free shipping.
Call 1-800-973-9714 now
to secure your 1-ounce Morgan Silver Dollar bars.
That's 1-800-973-9714.
At DiscountBath.com, they take discounts seriously. Like this deal for a complete conversion of that old ugly tub into a beautiful walk-in shower for just $9,888. Get rid of that old shower tub combo and get a beautiful walk-in, custom designed for your preferences. Acrylic walls that mimic stone, lifetime warranty, and no maintenance. Call 720-979-2322 or discountbath.com.
This report is sponsored by Allstate.
We've got lots of sunshine on the way for your Tuesday. Temperatures today are going to be well above average in the mid-70s, and that wind stays light. I'm Fox 31 Pinpoint Weather Team meteorologist Kylie Burse.
Wish you could save on home insurance? With Allstate, you could easily save and get quality protection. Yep, it's a win-win. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
KRFX HD2 Denver.
630 KHOW Denver. Listen on the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
iHeartRadio.
ABC News, I'm Sherry Preston. Donald Trump and Kamala Harris taking part in more campaign events this week. Harris taking part in 2 interviews. Trump meeting with Latino leaders in Florida. The election 2 weeks from today. And, says ABC's Perry Russum,
a new poll shows a tight race in every battleground state. Harris has the edge in Georgia, Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Wisconsin. Trump in Arizona and North Carolina. Each state is within the margin of error.
Secretary of State Antony Blinken in Israel for the 11th time since the October 7th Hamas attacks last year. Former Abercrombie & Fitch CEO Michael Jeffries and 2 other men are under arrest on sex trafficking and interstate prostitution charges. They've been accused by young people of luring them with promises of modeling work and then being pressed into sex acts. Baseball fans buying up tickets to the World Series. Tickets to Game 1 in Los Angeles high in the upper deck going for about $1,200. Down the third base line, more like $45,000. This is ABC News. The search is expanding in Texas for a missing woman.
It's been 2 weeks and 2 days since the 51-year-old mother of 4 disappeared. Retired FBI special agent and ABC News contributor Brad Garrett says the investigation into Suzanne Simpson's disappearance follows a time-tested method.
So you search and follow leads however long it takes you to exhaust them.
Brad Simpson is being held for questioning in the violent fight that neighbors say they heard coming from the couple's house the night Suzanne vanished, but not for the actual disappearance of his wife. Jim Ryan, ABC News.
General Motors stepping on the gas in the latest quarter. The car maker says profits hit $3 billion, despite sales actually dropping a bit in the U.S. At a venture in China losing money, revenues were up 10% compared to last year. For the first time ever, Peloton is cycling into Costco, the fitness company reaching a deal to put its bikes in the warehouse store for the holidays. Prices will start at $2,000. Sherry Preston, ABC News.
You wanted to see me?
Yes, please, have a seat. So here's the thing. When this company brought you on, we took a chance on you. You didn't have that 4-year college degree we typically look for.
Right.
But we gave you a shot anyway. And since then, you've worked incredibly hard and given it your all.
Thanks.
You've been an important asset to the team, but I don't think you can be an intern here anymore. We want to hire you.
You're serious?
Absolutely.
Find your next great employee. Introduce yourself to the grads of life. Who are they? Talent worth knowing about. Young adults of unique determination and experience. An ideal fit for your company in an entry-level position, internship, or even mentorship. They might not have every qualification you typically look for, but they're exactly who your company needs.
I won't let you down.
I know.
Don't miss out on a resource many innovative companies.
KHOW News Time, 10:03.
The area around Ball Arena will look a lot different after the Denver City Council approved a plan to redevelop its parking lots. The 50-plus acre development will include housing, retail, office space, and open space. While some are concerned about high-rise buildings blocking the view of the mountains, others praise the plan.
We can confidently say that the redevelopment of the Ball Arena campus is a historic moment and a historic opportunity that we need to bring downtown back and benefit our city as a whole.
Developers hope to break ground on the project in 2026 or 27. Colorado's largest utility looking to the future with a new energy plan. Xcel will close their coal plants by 2030 and replace them with renewable energy facilities. The hope is to build 20 that run off electricity, solar, wind power, and other clean sources. The first phase includes finding bidders over the next 2 years. The goal is to reduce emissions from 2005 levels by 80% in the next 6 years. That's the latest. I'm Chad Bauer.
Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by LifeLock.
We're finally starting to see a little relief on our highway drive. They got the wreck southbound I-25 at Santa Fe cleared. We're dealing with the residual slowdowns there from about I-70 down to Spear. Then you're looking good heading into the Tech Center. And westbound Highway 36, still kind of recovering from that earlier wreck we had up near Baseline. You're still going to find that delay from about McCaslin up to Cherryvale. Give that a few minutes. That'll start to clear out. There is a rollover on the toll road. This is eastbound E470 right about Jamaica. That's just east of I-25. Right lanes blocked up in there. Denver weather for today, we're looking at mostly sunny skies and a high up to 74. Right now it's 55 degrees. With your Impact Traffic and Weather, I'm Aaron O'Neill, 630 KHOW.
It's Cybersecurity Awareness Month, and LifeLock is warning you about phishing scams tricking you into revealing personal info. For even more protection, choose LifeLock, which alerts you to suspicious uses of your info and fixes the issues. Start your 30-day free trial at lifelock.com/cybersafety.
Need a new roof? Call Excel Roofing, 303-761-6400.
Do you think all real estate brokers are created equally? Ha! Think again.
Different than many other teams, as a master certified negotiation expert, I personally negotiate your home sale when you list your home with me.
That's Frank Duran, therealestateman.com.
I get your home sold faster. I put more money in your pocket, and I back you up with a true written performance guarantee.
Frank Duran, therealestateman.com, 303-920-1622 with RE/MAX Alliance.
Give me the opportunity, and you'll be glad you did.
What's the best place to reach new customers for your business? Wherever they are. And that's exactly where you can be with iHeartMedia. We talk to our listeners everywhere, from the car to the gym to the kitchen. Your next customer is listening. And not only can we get your message to your audience, we can also show you how it's working in real time. That goes for broad brand messaging and targeted hyperlocal influencer campaigns alike. Start growing your business today. Dial pound 250 and say great results. That's pound 250, say great results.
Auto accident? Get the right lawyer on your side. Search for Attorney John Fuller.
Denver's talk station has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Check. That's check.
I've got a good feeling about this one.
Inflation Salvation on 630 KHOW.
It's true.
Yeah. Ripped off. Bad news. You need advice so you don't have to lose. We'll come running just as fast as we can. Troubleshooter's gonna help the common man.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino.
Hello, Tom Martino here. Welcome to the show. 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. Here to help you solve problems, answer questions, take complaints, make your life just a little easier. That's what we do here each and every day, so welcome. If you have anything you want to talk about, you call. You can call, by the way, 24/7, 303-MARTINO, 303-627-8466. We love to help you with anything, and I'm going to bring in my buds over here. I have with me Robert from K&H Home Solutions. He is ops manager, and he says windows going strong, doors going strong. They do that all year. Roofing slows down a bit, I bet. Siding, what about siding, man? What about siding?
Siding, well, we offer a couple of different products, obviously Hardy, Provena.
But what's selling?
What's selling?
What's your top seller?
I'd say Hardy's going to be right up there next to maybe a little bit of our mill run.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think these new composite sidings coming out are going to take over the market eventually.
Yeah, they're long lasting, good warranties, baked on paint. They're good stuff, especially in Colorado.
The ones that go beyond the surface or under the surface.
Right.
And I'm talking about what they're usually plastic polymers and stuff. You carry those?
Yeah, we do. I mean, that and vinyl, the Hardy board is that, obviously the cement board that's going to be, we don't carry them, but we do offer them, obviously.
Yeah.
Right.
Anyway, as far as windows, there's a lot of development in windows, but the The main difference in windows, well, I guess there's a lot. The IGU, insulated glass unit, which is the glass itself, double, triple. Do you need triple, really? Is that overkill? What do you think?
I mean, it depends on your situation. I mean, it does help a lot with like sound deadening. If you live close to like a highway or something, definitely a lot more efficient up in the higher elevations. But down here does serve some purposes.
And then frames, fiberglass is making another run at it. I like fiberglass. I like good vinyl.
Yeah.
I don't like wood at all. In fact, I mean, wood's fine, I guess, if it's clad.
Yep.
But I don't like wood clad for one reason. I had a home one time, and I had clad windows on the outside, but on the inside, you finish them, right?
Yep.
Or they come finished.
Yep.
And eventually you have to redo them. So I had a guy come out just years ago and bid on redoing them because they fade up. I mean, no matter what you do in Colorado, if you have wood, I don't care what finish is on it, unless it's clad, it's going to wear out or fade or whatever. So the outside looked fine because it's clad. The inside, so this guy gives me a quote. I said, oh, no. I don't want to replace my windows. I just want to refinish them. He says, pal, that's the refinish price. Because they have to mask them and strip them and stain them and polish them, whatever.
Right.
I said, forget that crap. Did I learn a lesson on wood? And that same years ago, everybody who moves to Colorado has a dream of having a rustic home. I mean, the big mistake a lot of people make is they move to the mountains, they get a rustic home, and they think right away that's what they want. But the wood doesn't, I don't care if it's cedar, I don't care what it is, it won't. It starts cracking, it starts warping. I mean, Colorado is brutal. Brutal on the outside of your house.
It is.
Decks too, brutal.
Yep.
Even some composite decks can't hold up.
Yep. Fading and stuff like that.
And the warping from the heat.
Yep.
But anyway, if you have any questions, we have Robert with us from K&H Home Solutions. Now, this company goes back 65 years. I always say one of the oldest, if not the oldest, home improvement company in Colorado.
Yep.
And Henry started, I knew Henry. I actually started with Henry, and then Ted took over, and then Lee.
Yep.
And they all have the same tradition. So they're really good people. All right, let me go to the phones. 303-713-TALK. Andrew has an issue. Speaking of what we're doing, let's talk about contractors. Andrew, what's going on with the contractor, Andrew? Hello, Andrew.
There.
Hey, man, I'm here. What's happening, Andrew?
We'll check on him.
Check on Andrew. Sometimes when I open up and talk and don't go to them right away, they might just sleep. Julie, I'm going to go to. How about that? Because this is contractor related. Although you don't have to have things home related today, but if you do, it's a great time to call. I'm going to talk to Julie now. Julie, hi. What's happening?
Hi. Thanks for taking my call.
What's going on, Julie?
I had tile work done, 527 square feet on my main level. And
where was that tile put?
It was put in the front entryway, down the hall, in a little bathroom, the laundry room, and the kitchen.
Oh, my goodness. That's a lot.
That's a lot, 527 square feet. Bought the tile from Carpet Exchange on my nickel and gave him a down payment.
Now, did they
half,
install it too, or did you just buy it there?
I just bought it there.
And then you hired someone else? And then you had someone else do it?
I hired somebody else. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So anyway, paid him $9,300 as half. And
who is him? Who did you pay?
I paid Walter Gomez for elevated remodeling.
Okay, so half down, elevated remodeling, Walter Gomez.
Yes.
And what happened?
And
you know how I feel about half down. I feel like there's no reason to put half down. But anyway, especially if you bought the materials.
I do too. But anyway, I'm learning from all this. But so the work is now done.
At least you got the work done. That's good. So did you pay the other half?
No, a week after it started.
Wait a minute. Are you telling me just for wait? just for installation, let me get this straight. $9,300 represented half?
Uh-huh. The total?
No,
was
just for
1,000.
installation labor, you paid $18,600.
It would have been, but I didn't pay him all of that yet.
Did you ever
I gave
shop
him
this
another
price
5,000.
around? We're talking about installation, $35. No. That is way high for just installation. $35 a square foot just for installation of tile? Well, hold on. Did he have to tear out a floor?
Yes, he had to tear out a floor.
What did he
and
have to
stuff.
tear out? That's a little different. What did he have to tear out?
Tile.
Yeah, that might be that. Yeah. Did he have to tear out 500 square feet of that tile, or did he? Okay.
No.
Yeah. Okay. Then that might be a little different. Okay. So go ahead. Then what happened? Then the work is done, and you didn't pay the other half.
The work is done. I gave him after a week, he asked that he needed money. I stupidly gave him another $5,000.
So far you paid $14,300?
Yeah, $14,366. Uh-huh.
Okay, and what's going on now?
It has to be totally torn up.
Now, who said it has to be totally torn up?
Well, okay, Carpet Exchange, Vista Remodeling, Colorado Paint Company, and he brought in, being Elevated Remodeling.
What are the problems? Tell me what's going on. What are the problems that you saw where you started questioning the work?
Well, you don't see it till it's really done. Lippage, that means where the tiles are not even. One's up, one's down.
Yeah.
The grout work is miscolored. It is uneven. It is missing grout. He has ruined baseboards. He has taken the finish off the stairs that butt up to it. He has scratched 4 places on a GE refrigerator that the panel has to be replaced.
Does he agree it has to be redone, or does he think it's a good job?
Oh, no, he has agreed to it, but I will not allow him to do it.
Well, let me explain something to you,
this
Julie.
poor work.
Julie, let me explain something to you. Many times when people want something redone and a contractor is willing to do it, you have a very weak case if you don't let them. I want to explain a few things to you. First and foremost, he didn't violate the Contractors Trust Act. He did the work. Secondly, you owe, according to contract, now just listen before you disagree. You technically owe him, even if he did a poor job, because really, quality, believe it or not, is not part of a contract unless they tell you it will be done to a certain quality. I know that sounds weird, but laying down that tile, if it differs from the standard, it doesn't mean it's fraud. It doesn't mean it's a breach of contract. It means you don't like it. Now, you might say, well, Tom, anybody who walks in wouldn't like it, and therefore I'm calling it a breach of contract. It very well may be, but not intentional breach. So you don't have a very easy case to go after this guy, especially if he is saying, I want to redo it, and you give him no chance to on the assumption he can't. Now, there's probably a possibility he can, but what I would do in this case, if I had someone willing to redo it, I would say under one condition, I have to have it in phases inspected because you did such a poor job. And I would engage someone to, now he's not charging you to redo it, right? He wants to redo it. Is that right? Is he going to buy the tile? Is he going to buy the tile?
That's being negotiated right now.
What do you mean negotiated? He should pay for all of it. Why should you pay for any of it?
You're right. Right.
Now, if he's not willing to buy the tile, the deal's off. But if he's willing to supply the materials and redo it, you need to give him a chance. In my opinion, if you don't give him a chance, here's what you do. Have it redone and sue him, and probably, you want to know the truth, get nothing. Probably. Does a guy seem like he has substance?
No.
How did you find him?
3 people that it was word of mouth, and that's why I figured if they liked him.
Well, in other words, people who had him do work
did little work, and he didn't use the same people. He used.
Oh, so he doesn't do the work. He doesn't do the work.
He did not supervise these people.
Oh, that's wrong. Yeah. So he just basically subbed it out.
He did not train them, and they were illegals. I have nothing wrong with illegals that want to work.
No, I get what you're saying. Yeah, we don't have to go there. You're right. Look. Hold on a sec. Let's come back to this. Wait 1 second. 303-713-TALK. 303-713-8255. This hour brought to you by WaterPros.net. WaterPros.net. Now, WaterPros is doing the best water systems. First of all, they do the best water systems. Normally $1,400 for reverse osmosis drinking water. And then you have another, if you wanted to do whole house conditioning, it's $3,400, or whole house softening, I call it. And that's wonderful water for the laundry, plumbing, all that, and then wonderful drinking water. He's combining those two for $31.95. That's an incredible deal, because even by his low prices, it's over $5,000. But plumbers would be up to $15,000 for these kinds of quality of systems. So you're going to get them for $31.95, $3,195. WaterPros.net, 303-862-5554.
Life is expensive in Colorado. In fact, 1 in 4 households struggle to pay for utilities. It can mean a choice between heat or health, between a warm home or a warm meal, between safety or survival. As energy costs continue to rise, there are solutions. Resources and assistance are available. Let's see how we can lighten your load. Go to coloradoenergyfoundation.org. Brought to you by the Colorado Energy Foundation and the Colorado Broadcasters Association.
I want to talk to Joseph Cano, certified financial planner. And Joe is about educating people about retirement, some of the problems you'll face, and some of the things you can do about it. Now, again, there's no one investment that's great, no one investment that's bad for your life. But as you get older, Joe is really interested in getting you secure and getting you income. And he's going to have, in fact, a movie about that, believe it or not, in Parker coming up. In Parker. And this is a movie about retiring and what you're facing. Joe, tell us more about that.
Domino is an amazing, amazing movie. It's educational, and it's going to show people how to create an income out of a lump sum of money that they may have. And this is really what people want. They want to have income streams during retirement that is guaranteed to last them for as long as they will. That's, by the way, the biggest fear that consumers have today. They're saying, is my money going to last as long as I will? Or they may say, and they're thinking this, Tom, they may say, am I going to have enough money to retire with?
Right.
You see, we're living longer. So they want to have something that is guaranteed, and this is really what the movie's about. It's an exciting movie. They're going to get a free gift. We're going to have
refreshments.
3 raffles, actually. Free refreshments. It doesn't cost 1 penny.
Yeah.
And it's really a well-done movie. You've seen it before.
Yes, of course.
So,
it's in Parker, it's the 20 mile AMC in Parker. You have to reserve a seat, 303-779-6600. It's coming up on the 24th. Now, mymoneymyway.com to find out more. mymoneymyway.com, 303-779-6600. Now, we've seen each morning get a little cooler. It warms up, but we know winter's coming. We know cold's coming. Once it does, you're not going to get this special. The deep clean, the extreme clean from Fix It 24/7. They come in and clean and check your furnace. They go through every major point, and they clean every crack and crevice, including the blower motor and all the fins. In fact, some people call this a refurbishment. It would cost hundreds of dollars anywhere else. They're doing it for $39 if you've never had it done before, because they want to show you the extreme difference. FixMyHome.com. Book now. FixMyHome.com. Book now. Hey, Frank Duran, therealestateman.com. The one you want to do an analysis of your home before you even list. You see, he's willing to give you this service, And it's free of charge because he wants to make sure you are aware of the market conditions and how they affect your home. It's all free, no obligation ever. 303-920-1622. Frank Duran, therealestateman.com.
Thank you.
All right.
Did you get Chopper and Dollar? It's in the studio.
Do they have a camera they want to set up? I'll get them.
Not necessarily.
Are you there?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Well, why don't you guys set up the camera? I'll give you the link on the cell phone. If you can't get it done, don't get it done, but try it. It would be fun. You want to try it?
I'm having a camera at a mortuary.
Mark
really?
hasn't actually trained me how to do that.
Okay, here's what you would do. If you want to, I can send a link. I can send it to that phone, text it. And then you click the link and that's it. You just pick the camera, which is the webcam, on the camera. But really, you can try it. Let one of them try it. The worst can happen is nothing, and then we don't do it. But if you want to try it, do you have a number for that phone you can text me?
I have a password.
A password. We need a number.
It depends on how busy Kelly is. We don't need it, really. But we'll take it.
Yeah, or one of you guys can try. Who's there? Dollar?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm here, Tom.
And Bo, or just Dollar and you?
Just
It's,
me and Chop.
No, it's Chopper and Dollar.
Yeah, so Dollar, if you take that cell phone, if you get me I don't know what the number on that phone is, by the way. I could text a number to it.
I don't know the number on the phone app.
I think Drew has it.
I could also just
let it go.
Well, I don't know. I mean,
Line at khout.com.
Hi, Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Hey, let's talk to Julie again. Now, Julie, here's what I want to know. Where do you stand right now?
He has said that he will give me $10,000 back. He would refund $10,000. He would refund $75,000, and he would buy tile replacement.
Wait a minute. Hold on. He will refund $10,000 plus buy you tile,
and not purchase tile.
Oh, $10,000.
Or number two, he would refund $75,000 and buy replacement tile.
How much did the tile cost you?
15. I've got it right here. It is $1,576.
Well, tell him you want $10,000 plus the tile. I would take.
That's what I want. But then he's saying because of this contract that I would owe him. He says this leaves a balance of $4,300. He left me with more than $4,300.
Of course, I understand there's a balance of 43, but that's only if it was done properly, right? You don't have any problem.
Not done properly.
Yeah, I know. You have no problem paying for it if it was done properly.
Right. Because I feel I was taken advantage of because the standard of quality work was not performed.
Here's what I would settle
contract.
for. Here's what I would settle for.
Okay.
I would settle for. Well, no, man, I'd want all my money back. Well, I wouldn't settle for anything. I'd not only want my money back.
That's what I said.
I'd want my money back, and then he has to tear out what he did. I mean, that's going to cost you. Look, either way, but here's the problem. You sue this guy, he has nothing. Unless, I mean, where's he coming up with the $10,000? I wonder if you told him the $10,000. I'm wondering if he actually has the $10,000.
Well, he said, have pity on me. I'm, blah, blah. We all have our own woes.
That's right.
Look,
is he still willing? If he's willing to buy the tile and try to redo it, and you can have an inspector check it each step of the way, there's nothing wrong with that either.
How do I get an inspector? I do not. I have to tell you, so much has gone on with mistruths from him that I cannot have him in the house.
Then Julie, then don't let him in the house. Hire someone to tear it out and redo it. He's not going to do it. So you know, if you can get 10 grand from him, get 10 grand. Do whatever you can then. But you're not going to get all your money back because the guy doesn't have substance. When you deal with clowns, you kind of have to take some of that responsibility, okay? You probably didn't do your due diligence, okay? Yeah, word of mouth is not enough, believe it or not, especially from friends, because most of the time, and especially when you're dealing with a general who doesn't use the same crews. When you use general contractors, you're not using the same people. You're using whoever they get. So, therefore, if you don't want him back in your house, more power to you. Then make any negotiated settlement you possibly can. Is he saying he wants you to pay the whole contract and then he refunds 10 grand?
Yeah.
Well,
yeah,
that's
the way I read.
Well, that's crazy.
But
Look,
yeah.
look at
it is crazy.
Look at. Can somebody there, Chopper, give this guy a call. Give this guy a call and give him the facts of life.
I'll do it.
Let's just try to negotiate something. But listen, Julie, there's not going to be a perfect situation here. You dealt with a clown.
Oh, I know. I know. And, you know, I feel so adamant that I do not want him in my house. There are other stories that don't need to go online or on air. I do not trust him.
All right, look at. And the name is does he have a website, Elevated Remodeling?
Yeah, Elevated Remodeling. It's canned.
All right. Is he on Facebook? He is? You got him on there too?
I don't.
Try to get me a picture of this guy. Good. Try to get me a picture of him. I want to put him on the Sleaze Brigade and warn others. Oh, no picture? All right. Listen, Julie, let Deputy Chopper see what he can do. 303-713-8255. Andrew, we tried to get you up front. What's going on, Andrew?
Okay, I make contract with Blue Sky Builder to resurface my driveway.
Is it Blue? You said Blue Sky Builders.
Yes.
And they were going to resurface. Now, how did you find Blue Sky?
Through Home Depot.
Okay, so they were going to resurface with what?
I want to resurface with, like I saw on advertising, with concrete, but the guy who was made the contract.
Now, how did Home Depot? I didn't know Home Depot was in the concrete business.
No, Home Depot recommended. They have I went to Home Depot and told them what I want to do, and they recommended different people.
Do they have a list or something?
Right. And Blue Sky Builder, the guy named Charlie called me first.
Charlie.
And we talked. Yes, and we talk about it, and I wanted to resurface like I saw on an advertising with the concrete.
So you basically want to tear out the old concrete, or do you have any? What's on there now?
No. The driveway is just peeling off, so he said the epoxy is better material, so he wants to do it in epoxy.
Well, okay. Is it a concrete driveway?
Yes.
Okay. You can sometimes go over a failing concrete surface sometimes, and you can surface it with epoxy that looks pretty good sometimes. Hold on. Let's come right back to you. I'm Tom Martino. Let's find out what's going on with this one right after this.
This is Denver's Talk Station with Tom Martino now. Dan Kaplis today at 4, 630 KHOW, Denver. This hour from the Trajan Wealth K-House Studios. Trajan Wealth, your trusted local fiduciary advisors. TrajanWealth.com. Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Discover.
We're finally starting to see a little relief on our highway drive. They got the wreck southbound I-25 at Santa Fe cleared. We're dealing with the residual slowdowns there from about I-70 down to Spear. Then you're looking good heading into the Tech Center. And westbound Highway 36, still kind of recovering from that earlier wreck we had up near Baseline. You're still going to find that delay from about McCaslin up to Cherryvale. Give that a few minutes. That'll start to clear out. There is a rollover on the toll road. This is eastbound E470 right about Jamaica. That's just east of I-25. Right lanes blocked locked up in there. Denver weather for today, we're looking at mostly sunny skies and a high up to 74. Right now it's 55 degrees. With your impact traffic and weather, I'm Aaron O'Neill, 630 KHOW.
Time with family, laughs with friends, and cash back? Discover's got you covered on the last one. That's because Discover doubles all the cash back you've earned on your credit card at the end of your first year with Cash Back Match. See terms at discover.com/credit card.
You know, Dan McKenzie is an estate planning attorney that so many people are loving the way he does business. What they do is they call him and get personalized attention. Dan McKenzie, he has a solo law practice. Now, that doesn't mean small and weak. It means personalized attention for estate planning. That's what you need. And he has very creative ideas. McKenzie Law is the guy. That's Dan McKenzie, 833-CO Plans. Meet with him and go over your plan and just choose what you want to do, whether it's a trust or a will. 833-CO Plans. It's open enrollment. What does that mean? It means you need to buy health insurance this time of year or you lose out unless you have a life-changing event. Listen, most people, you got to buy it this time of the year, and it's very, very important to use Integra Insurance. You notice I just say a broker. I mean Integra. Now, there are many brokers out there, but Integra Insurance is the one that's been helping me for years. First with finding stuff on the exchange, then helping me find supplements for Social Security. They also do Advantage, and they do other plans. Whether you're on Social Security or buying conventional health insurance, they make health insurance shopping simple and smart. It's so complicated. You really need good people like Integra. 303-466-5500. 303-466-5500.
Thank you.
You can mark everything done because I do make goods on those. You know what I'm doing, right? Never mind. Never mind. I'm going to text you, Shannon. Do you ever read my texts or not? Do you ignore them?
I'm good right now, thanks.
Okay, Shannon, I just texted you on stuff.
Uh-oh.
Nothing wrong with that. Just
Completely understood.
all right.
I always understand that stuff.
Yes, thank you.
Since I was a guy who once got caught texting his girlfriend with his wife in the room. Can't be doing that, man.
Kayla Feeney says, we love K&H Home Solutions.
Her name was...
do you know who she is? Who that family?
Oh, man,
Did you do work for them or something? I'm going to have to give out my my Google Voice again because I haven't gotten text there in a while. And then I got to give my texting numbers out. So they announced a major downtown project. A major downtown project to make affordable housing down there near Wallerina. And mixed use and all that. I have a prediction to make. It's going to make downtown worse. Not better. The downtown is have you been down there lately? It's deteriorated. I know people that spent $4 million on a condo years ago, and I think it's in half right now. I don't think they can sell it. It might not be too, but it can't sell it for what they pay. It's I'll tell you what it is. It's
Talk station 630 KHOW.
Hi, Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK. So here's what happened. And by the way, I want to remind everyone, you can text me at the short code, we call it, for iHeart is 57739. Just put Tom in there and it'll come right to me. 57739. You can also text me on my personal Google Voice. And feel free to text me there about anything. And it does come to my cell phone. And you can talk, you can ask for consumer advice, or if you want to know about my new company, Wave 8 Wealth Management, I'd be happy to get in touch with you there if you want to text me real quick. Or I have other ways you can do that, of course, which is investwithmartino.com. But if you wanted to text me for anything about the show, 747-999-5280. 747-999-5280. That is personal. It comes to me. And I really appreciate people. They've been using it and not abusing it. So that's great. Now, Andrew, you hired Blue Sky Builders. You wanted to resurface your driveway, recommended by Home Depot, and the old concrete was failing. Now, Charlie recommended epoxy. What happened then?
Well, I signed the contract for $6,000. I paid $250.
$6,000. What size was that?
It's a 3-car garage driveway, but also they supposed to put the epoxy on the front entrance too.
On the apron. But they weren't doing the garage?
No, not the garage.
Do you know how many square feet that would be? That a 3-car garage wide?
Yes.
That's about 24 feet. So at least, well, it could be less, but it's usually, unless it's really small, it could be 18. No, it's about 24. I don't see it being smaller than that. Anyway, tell me this. How long is your driveway? I'm trying to get an idea of what they're...
It's pretty long, too. But
how many square... I understand that's not what you're calling. I want to know, though, what was the square footage? Do you know?
I don't know.
Okay, keep going then. Keep going. So what happened then? What happened then?
And they make first appointment. The guy show up measuring, and he's supposed to come back and start the work. He didn't show up, so they make appointment with another guy. He show up, start to with the machine start to grind the driveway. The machine was overheating, falling blades. So he quit that day and supposed to come back and...
You didn't pay... Hold on, Andrew. You didn't pay anything up front, did you?
I did. I paid $250 by Visa, and he wants $3,000.
Wait. How much total, I don't care how you paid it, how much total have you paid up front so far?
$3,000.
Why did you do that?
Because he said, in order to start the work, I have to pay when we make the contract.
Well, then you know what I would have said? I would have said, well, Charlie, sorry, Charlie, as they used to say for sun-kissed tuna, I would say, sorry, Charlie, you're not going to make the grade for me. I'm not going to pay half up front for nothing.
Well, I make mistakes, but this is what happened. After the guy did the grinding and he didn't finish, actually my driveway is damaged now because bunch of holes.
Yep, clowns.
He said pay the $2,750 cashier check because he needs for material. And I thought when I go to Home Depot that I'm dealing with right people. So I was stupid enough.
Okay, then ask Home Depot. Okay, I'll go along with that. What did Home Depot say they're going to do for you then because you got ripped off? You put $300 on a credit card and you put $250 on a credit card and the rest on in cash.
The cashier check, $2,750.
Yeah.
But this is what happened, Tom. The guy who didn't finish because his machine and blades were failing, he didn't finish the grinding.
No, I get it. So where does it stand right now?
Well, he didn't. He's supposed to come back, and Charlie started to make funny appointment. Like they're coming, open the garage, and
How long ago did you sign this contract?
Over beginning of September.
And how long have they been off the job?
Well, this whole month because third guy show up instead of the second one, and he's.
How long have they been off the job?
3 weeks. Over 3 weeks when a third guy show up, Marco.
I mean, okay. Did the third guy finish?
No, he didn't start it. He measuring, and he said he's going to give the estimate to Charlie, and that's dead end.
Then I'm going to ask I'm going to ask it again. How long has it been since someone has been on the job? You told me 3 weeks, then the third guy showed up. I want to know. So that third guy was only there for a day?
No, he was just measuring.
Okay, got it. I got it. So 3 weeks, there has not been anyone on the job for 3 weeks. Is that correct? Is that correct to say?
Well, that's the third guy. From the second guy, that was on beginning of September.
Okay, so there hasn't really been anyone there, really, because that other guy didn't do anything. So really
After the guy didn't.
Andrew, I know you think, and some people think that I like hearing myself talk, and I simply interrupt people for the sake of doing it, but I don't. There is a very specific reason, very specific. I am asking the exact date work stopped on your driveway because it will give you power if I know that, and it will help your case. So you're telling me sometime in September was the last time anyone actually worked on your job. Yes. Thank you. Yes. Now continue.
So the third guy is supposed to come back after he measured and send information to Charlie. I called him 2 weeks ago, and he said he's still waiting for Charlie to give him green light to start the work. And that didn't happen. And I sent email to Blue Sky Builder. They ignore it. They don't
When's the last time you heard from Blue Sky?
Like 3 weeks ago, I talked with the lady.
Do you have a number for Blue Sky? And did you call Home Depot and ask them what the hell they're doing?
No, I didn't, but I would love to if they come and see what they did to my driveway.
What business do they have recommending people that do such a piss poor job?
Well, they have my $3,000 and they violate my contract.
Yeah, no, I get it. So, but I see a Blue Sky Builders. Hold on, I want to see if I got the right one. Do you have a number for them?
720-594-5922.
594-5922. Okay, I can't find him. All right, listen. Hold on. Let's see what we can find. I'm going to try to get I'm going to try to get one of our guys to call there. 720, you said 594?
5922.
Oh, 594 5922. Got it. Okay. Hold on. We got more coming right up. Hang on.
Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Our American Stories.
Well, we're looking pretty good on our drive right now, especially if you're making your way out to the highways. We aren't seeing any slowing up and down that I-25 corridor up to speed right now. Looking good for I-70, wide open either side of the city. Even 270 or Commerce City Drive in pretty good shape. I-225 in pretty good shape as well. North end southbound, just a little slowing southbound approaching Yosemite. Not enough to add any extra time to your drive. They're doing that rock mitigation work. I-70 up near Idaho Springs. You're going to see those intermittent traffic holds throughout the day. For now, the highway is open. Denver weather today, sunny skies, high up to 74. Right now we're at 62 degrees downtown. With your Impact Traffic and Weather, I'm Aaron O'Neill, 630 KHOW.
This is Lee Habib, host of Our American Stories. On our next episode, we'll tell the story of the last man out of Vietnam. You won't want to miss the next episode of Our American Stories.
I love talking about these deep cleans. 888heating.com has one. And we've known Garrett for many, many years, and the team over at 888heating.com. They do an extraordinary job. And they also, if you need a replacement, are the specialists in high efficiency and hybrid systems, especially if you couple it with a solar system. My God, you can't do better than that. But anyway, 888heating.com for your deep clean, $45. 888heating.com. The Art of Granite right now will give you prices on the phone for your countertops, and you can probably squeeze them in before the holidays. Depending on the job, get a price, whether it's granite or any natural stone or any man-made material. They do it all. TheArtofGranite.com tear out and haul away is always free. And if you go to their remnant yard, you get materials free. TheArtofGranite.com, 303-386-5919. Keel and Park are attorneys that do estate planning in a very unique way. They sit down with you, you interview, they interview, you talk about everything you own, everything you're invested in, everything you want to do, and all of your heirs. Keel and Park can do that by Zoom, by phone, or by visit. They're up north, but they serve the entire metro area. Don't make the mistake of thinking you have to have someone, right in your backyard. You don't. And here's the great part about it. They come back to you with a plan after they interview you and flat rate pricing. That's it. You don't do better than that. You decide how much you want to do. LawKP.com. LawKP.com. 970-818-8198. 970-818-8198.
Right.
Okay. Hey, Dollar.
Yeah.
Does Dollar? Yes. How would you feel about if I assign this one to you about that contractor? I'd like to call him and say, look, you got the Contractors Trust Act here. What the hell are you going to do about this? Then you know what we really need? We really need an attorney to start kicking some ass with the Contractors Trust Act because it does provide attorney's fees.
Yeah, that's fine.
Anyway, I would like you to just call him, and I'm going to assign this, but I want to finish up. I can't find Blue Sky, the one he's talking about.
Neither can I. I found one on 3rd and Colorado Boulevard.
Yes, 271.
Yeah, right. I don't know if that's the one or not. Different phone number.
Yep, it's that you're looking at the same one I am.
Survey here: 1 in 6 couples consider breaking up over politics. I can't believe it's that low.
Hey.
Huh. Right? If I was with somebody and they were voting for Harris or whatever, they'd have to do some incredible stuff. I have definitely lost relationships, mostly because of the crazy crap I'm saying. I remember one during the Grammys, the woman goes, okay, so in the morning you're moving out. I was like, Yeah, that makes sense. That tracks. Yeah. I'm screaming at the TV. You goddamn commies! Okay, you're out of here. Okay. My bad. Missed out on something wonderful because a woman worked at a church I didn't hear this.
News from the Adams County Detention Facility.
One of them damn happy churches where you go in, you go, hey, I don't see a cross. What's going on here?
The following content
We're not
unsettling.
denominational.
Hey, brother,
Okay.
I need you to do me a favor, man. I need you to send this
We're going to go
video
ahead
to the
and
news
assign
press,
this to
man,
one of our deputies.
and let them know this is what Adams County got going on, feeding us food with mouses in them. Check this out.
Ooh. Ooh. I bet you they put that in there. They put that. There's no way. Come on.
All right, let's land this.
When was this posted?
630 KHOW, an iHeartRadio station.
Hey, Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. All right, Andrew, we're going to have Deputy Dollar look into this with Blue Sky to find out where the hell they are. Are they going to give you your money back, or they want to, listen, we needed our attorney to step up the heat on this Contractor Trust Act stuff. So Andrew, I'm sorry, not Charlie. Andrew, Charlie's the one we're after. Andrew, we need to find the right Blue Sky builders and all that. So Deputy Dollar's going to talk to you off the air. Thank you. Now, Sam, what's going on with you, Sam? Welcome. And I want to remind everyone, you can text me 57739, short code for iHeart. Oh, and put Tom in it. Or my personal phone, and it really is my personal Google phone, goes right to my cell phone, 747-999-5280. 747-999-5280. So what's going on, bro? What's happening? Did he hang up?
We just lost him. He got disconnected.
Oh, okay.
So we'll try to get him back.
All right. Try to get him back. I'll go to Ken. Ken, what's going on, Ken?
Yeah, Tom, I'm a member of a union. I took an early retirement, and during that time, there was a recession. So
when did you take early retirement, Ken? What year? What year?
2012.
Okay. And how old were you then?
I was, 56, 58.
Okay. All right. So what's going on?
So I was penalized 41% of my pension because of the early retirement. Also,
when you said you were paralyzed, you were limited to because you took it early. You took it. Did you take it early because you were disabled?
Yes, I had a disability from Social Security.
I get it.
Pension.
Okay, and so you got how much percentage of your retirement from the union?
I lost 41%. I was penalized.
You were penalized 41, so you got your 60% basically.
Yes.
59%.
And they disallowed my disability.
Wait. So, who disallowed? Social Security disallowed it?
No, the pension did.
So when let me ask how that works. When you're in a union and you take an early retirement, does it have to be a disability to take that early retirement?
No. One more thing, if I can add.
Go ahead.
A year prior, I checked into retirement, and I would have only lost 15%. But they restructured everything because of the recession.
Right.
So I ended up losing 41%.
I get that, Ken, but there's a question I have first. It's really important. When you take early retirement, can you take early retirement for any reason?
Yes.
Then what difference did it make whether you were disabled or not? Did that up the amount if you were disabled?
No, that was just part of it.
Okay, keep going then.
So where I'm at now, I've contacted them, asking everything recovered. You know, the recession.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna come back to you. I don't want to rush you, Ken. We're gonna figure out. You had to sacrifice 41%, and I don't know what you're trying to do, but I'll come back and find that out. 303-713-8255 or 303 Martino 303-627-8466. More coming up.
And I'm willing to take the penalty by retiring right now, although
I don't understand why he mentioned they said he wasn't disabled.
no, something you can prove.
Don't know.
All I know is if I were to be penalized 41% of nothing, it wouldn't make that much
Yeah,
difference.
he must have a cell phone.
He said he did. He said he only had a landline. He has to go to the library. There's no way that he could be listening to our show.
Mr. Martino, I have a question.
Yes.
Can you do 888 and fix it
Yeah,
together or no?
That's a wild ass.
God, that wouldn't be good, no.
It's not good?
No.
Separate them? You got it?
I don't know.
Got to keep them separated.
Right, for the app.
Yeah.
I mean, for cell service or something. He must have a. I know he says he goes to the library. Maybe he has a phone, but not a computer.
Radio.
Tom asked him. He said, I only have a landline. Who's with Tom today?
KNH.
Hey, can you do me a favor, Kachina?
Uh-huh.
I need Integra Insurance to answer a text I have. It has to do with Part A and Part B, and so they'll be able to answer it. It's a very general question on whether you take retirement or not when you have to apply for Part A and Part B and start paying.
Tom was asking me a question. I thought we were still on air. So
Okay, guys, can I get you anything? Hey,
I didn't
what are you
realize
working
we were-
on right
I
now?
don't-
Who are you talking to, bro?
Oh yeah, they're pretty quick.
Really? Comfortable clothes and sex trafficking. That Abercrombie and Finch has it all. Really? I wouldn't entirely mind another heat wave here before winter sets in.
I've been freezing on and off all day.
Well, kind of winding down probably.
Well, it's my tummy.
Mm-hmm. What are they? Oh, they're showing some. They're just showing a picture of Obama and Kamala making googly eyes. Ding, dang it! What do I? Why?
Good morning. Thanks for calling the Tom Martino Show. I'm good, thanks. Yes. Okay, you are assigned to, looks like Deputy Doc. I will go ahead and shoot him a note. No, there are volunteers were professionals, and they help us to kind of do more deeper dives on cases. So I'll get. What other person that got scammed? I don't remember that, but since you have been assigned to a deputy, you can work with Doc on that. So, like I said, I'll go ahead and shoot him a note right now to have him call you. Okay?
Missed one.
What?
It happened.
Oh, really?
It has something. Now it's related to something cold.
Oh.
But I also accidentally stumbled upon. When it happens, if I take my net,
Okay, hang on for me.
it diminishes.
Uh-oh.
it,
Going south?
I had it stopped probably within 20 seconds. But I wish you
Hello?
were here because I'm curious.
Hi.
If
How are you?
when it happens,
I'm good.
Do you have time to come on Martino for a couple
5 or 8
Medicare questions?
pulsating or something. Because I mean, it feels.
Okay.
Feels like it?
Oh,
It's just general questions. So I'm gonna go ahead and hang up with you here and give you a call.
Hey,
on the
morons.
landline So we can get you up. Okay. Hello. All right. Sounds good. Hi. Bye.
I'm good.
Tom did he talk? He said 5 or 8.
No.
Medicare questions.
Because I mean, it feels.
I should ask Doc.
Okay.
Feels like it?
What's
It's
the,
just general questions. So I'm gonna go ahead and hang up with you here and
does
give
he
you a
move
call.
slow like
morons.
Biden? Do you see how slow he's
Okay,
scratching his
hello.
face?
All right.
How
Sounds
slow
good.
that
Hi.
finger comes up.
How are you?
I'm good.
Tom did he talk? He said 5 or 8.
No.
Medicare questions.
I should ask Doc.
Okay.
Yeah, now I'm getting a shit
Moron.
General questions.
of text.
Go ahead and hang up with you here and
Does he move
Hey,
slow like
morons.
Biden? Do you see how slow he's scratching his
hello.
face? How slow that
Hi.
finger comes up. That Liz Cheney, she's a handful now. I sure
Hi,
liked her.
it's Kelly.
I liked her dick. I sure
Okay,
had Doc.
hang on for me.
Moron.
Of text.
You all right? Does he move slow like Biden? Do you see how slow
Ripped off.
Why am I hearing
Okay,
YouTube
hang on for me.
Advice so you don't
Couldn't
have
be me. Let me turn it off. I got it.
come running just as
turned it
fast as we can.
Nothing changed.
It's gonna help the
Well, I turned it off.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino.
Hey, Tom Martino here. Welcome to the show. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. What's going on in your life? And how can we help you? That's what I ask each and every day. So welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, so we are here with K&H Home Solutions. I do have a text for them, and they want to know about double hung windows as opposed to casement. Do you have a favorite, sir?
When it comes to performance, a casement is always going to perform better than
Perform better, meaning better insulation, better
sealing up on the from the outside elements. This, that, and the other. It's going to retain a lot more, air penetration in your house.
Can you substitute one for the other?
Yes.
So you don't have to go with casement if you had casement.
No, it's just really a preference at that point. I mean, it gives you a lot more glass, less frame.
You know, really, most everything is casement now, right? No one builds a house with regular double hungs, do they?
No, I mean, we still do a ton of double
Really?
hung.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
We do a ton of double hung windows. But again, a lot of those are going to be, replacements in HOAs, stuff that require to be like for like.
CageWindows.com. They're K&H Home Solutions now, but the original name 65 years ago was K&H Windows. And of course, somebody else has this quick question. When you do replacement windows, do they get screens?
Yes. 100%.
That comes along with them.
Always.
All right. All right. Now, Ken, you were beginning to tell us something, and you said you're a member of a labor union, and you took early retirement in 2012. You were 56 and taking SSDI. Because you took early retirement with the union, you only got 59% of the benefit, right?
Yes.
Okay, so now what? What else? Continue your story.
So I wrote a letter asking that they would reinstate my pension.
Well, what do you mean reinstate it? Did they take it away?
No, they didn't take it away. They just took 41% away.
So you're saying when it was early retirement back in 2012, they took 41% away, leaving you with 59%, and now you want to get 100%.
No, I realized that there was a reduction. Like I said, a year prior, I checked into it.
And you would have only lost 15% had you taken it a year prior.
Yes, and that's what I'm asking for.
Okay, so you're asking that instead of 41%, that they only take 15%.
Yes.
And are you asking them to go retroactive on it or to do it from here on forward?
At this point, Tom, I'm just asking
for anything.
For the bare minimum.
Well, what I want to know is this. Why do you think, and Ken, I'm asking because I don't know, why do you think you would be entitled to it if a year earlier they changed the benefit? Why do you think that you should get it?
Because the pension has fully recovered.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So you're saying the adjustment they made for early retirement, now if somebody early retires, they no longer take 41%?
No, because at the time I took it, there was a recession.
No, I get it. I'm asking this now. If people take early retirement now, do they give up only 15% as you're asking for?
Yes.
That is odd. So it really only affected a certain window of retirees.
Yes, because they had a rehabilitation plan during that time.
No, I get it. So when did they go back to offering the lower penalty?
That's what I'm not sure of. I don't have that information.
So there probably are a bunch of retirees that took that 41% haircut during that time.
I think there's only a handful that did. But there are some besides me.
That is an odd situation. So you would have gotten 85% had you taken it a year earlier.
Yes.
You do have a kind of a good argument. What do they say about that?
They say that they're right. I'm trying to read this. What they wrote. That they quoted their figures are right. And I have 60 days to write an appeal. So that's why I called you, if there might be an attorney.
Well, I want to know, there might be. There might be. I don't know who would handle this kind of thing. I got to figure it out. Is that a long letter you got of rejection?
It's a 2-page letter.
Can you just basically, what are they saying? Basically, what are they saying? Without reading the whole thing, can you just pick parts of it?
Yeah. The rehabilitation plan changed the rules and criteria. letter provided you is correct.
You're right.
That the calculations of your benefits are correct.
Right. Based on when you retired. I get that.
Yep. And it just gives a date of when I did file my application.
So basically what they're saying is they're sticking to it because you retired at the wrong time.
Yes. That's the bottom line.
Okay, so we got to figure out an attorney that would handle this kind of thing. An attorney.
I have 60 days to write an appeal.
Is this considered an ERISA thing?
I'm not sure what that means.
ERISA is a retirement thing. You know what? I think it is, but let me just figure it out, okay? I just really have to give it some thought on who would do this, who would take an ERISA case. ERISA stands, I forget what the letters stand for, but let me check it out, and then hold on, okay? Don't hang up. 303-713-8255. I have Integra Insurance on because we had a question from a texter to my Google Voice number, 747-999-5280, and I hope he's listening. But I'm gonna tell you what his situation is. He's turning 65. His full retirement age for when he was born is 67. He wants to work to 70, okay? So he doesn't want to take retirement until 70. But here's the question, and John, I know you guys know a lot about Medicare. When does he have to apply for Medicare Part A or Part B or both?
Well, so for Medicare Part A, he can apply when he's turning 65. Medicare Part A is, for most people, is $0. It costs them nothing. It's free.
But he
Medicare
must.
Part A.
But you must get it, right?
No, you don't have to, because as long as he has other coverage, qualified coverage that meets minimum value standard, as long as he has other qualified coverage through his employer.
Okay.
He does not have to apply for Medicare A and B. Now, I recommend go ahead and apply for Medicare Part A. It's free. Don't have to worry about that. Don't apply for Part B yet, though, if you're not going to need it, if you have coverage through employment. And so,
what if you don't have it through employment? Do you have to also go for B?
Yes, because you become eligible for Medicare at age 65. So
and if you don't, it becomes cost prohibitive in the future, right?
I'm sorry, what?
If you don't have qualified coverage and you don't get Medicare Part B when you're 65, when you're 70, it becomes almost cost prohibitive.
You get penalized for not having it.
Big time penalized.
So it's recommended. I mean, you'll go ahead and get Part A if you have coverage through an employer. If you don't have coverage through an employer and you're turning 65, apply for Medicare. Absolutely. And he can reach out to us, and we're happy to help walk him through those options and how to do that.
And when do you apply for Part A? When you're 65?
Well, you can. You certainly can. Again, it's free. There's no...
That's what I'm asking then. So you should apply when you are 65. I mean, I'm asking for the age. It's not 60, it's 65. Is that
Correct,
the age?
65.
Okay, that's the one I need to know. Okay.
65 is the age. Yes,
Got it.
Yes, sir. 65 is the age.
And then qualify for, then B is only when you don't have other coverage.
Don't have other qualified coverage. So at age, or you can do it if you want to do it at age 65, but I don't recommend it if you have coverage through employment.
Now, if you apply, let's say you don't have coverage through employment, and you apply for A and B, will you have to, since you're not taking your benefits yet, will you have to pay a monthly premium out of your pocket?
Yeah, well, you get billed quarterly. So
but you'll have to pay out of your pocket, right? Because you're not having the benefit.
Correct. You will be billed Part B premiums quarterly.
Got
if you're not taking Social Security yet.
Okay. Now, what about D? Does he? When can he get Part D or for the drug benefits?
Well, you have to have at least Medicare Part A Obviously, if you have Medicare Part A and B, you can get Part D as well.
But if he has just A, if he qualifies for just, let's say he has benefits at work and he doesn't want to pay for B, and he qualifies and applies for the free Part A, can he then buy a Part D for drug coverage?
Well, if he has coverage through his employer that meets minimum value standard that has prescription drug coverage, then he doesn't have to do Part D yet.
But
as well,
okay,
he can hold off on that also.
But if he doesn't have drug coverage and he wants drug coverage, can he get Part D coverage through Medicare?
Yeah.
Okay.
Medicare Part D, and that's what we would help. We would help with that as well.
See, that's why I think he should call you, which is, by the way, it's open enrollment, a great time to call anyway. I really appreciate the information, John. I'm sorry. I always have to parse it because I want to make sure people understand it. So they can call you. You guys know all about Medicare Part A, Part B, and, of course, the Advantage plan, right? Don't you sell those too?
Advantage plans, supplements, Part D prescription drug plans, yes, sir.
Okay, 303-466-5500, 466-5500, and that's Integra, Integra, IntegraInsurance.com. Thank you very much. Okay, so Texter, I hope I answered because he followed up with a text, so I know he's listening. Thank you. Now, the problem with Ken, hold on, we're going to try to find an attorney for you that takes these kinds of cases, and I'll let you know in a minute here. DenverRegen.com. Pain relief through stem cell therapy and hair regeneration. I've actually had it done, and people are remarking, look, I'm telling you, I've only had it done a few months ago, and already I'm seeing results with stem cells for the head, and you can do it for pain. I love these guys. DenverRegen.com.
Yep.
You all right, man?
GimmeTheVin.com.
Me, I'm good.
We've made it easy, and we're the only 5
10 away
CB rated car dealer out there.
Sell us your car. GimmeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
Hey, listen, as the holidays come, you know what else comes our way? A lot of DUIs, unfortunately. You know, and people are not always stone cold drunk. They're just over the legal limit because, you know, they have a cocktail party at work, or they go to a party, or they think they can drink maybe more drinks than they can without going over the legal limit. Look, the bottom line is this: get a designated driver, okay? But Joe Lazzara is there, not because you're stupid, but because you made a dumb mistake maybe, and I'm not calling you an intentional criminal, but you need an attorney. Let's just face it. You need an attorney. Don't do it yourself. Lazzara, Lazzara, for this and other charges. Joe Lazzara, you can find him online. You find him at referralist.com or call him for a free initial consultation and then flat rate quotes. 303-429-6200, 303-429-6200. 888heating.com. You've heard me talk about them. Why? Because they're a great company offering high-efficiency units and hybrid systems that use both gas and electric. That's something for the future. And they're doing a deep clean for $45. Have them come out and check out everything, especially if you're looking for a replacement. They're good people, but they'll do that cleaning for $45, no strings attached. 888heating.com. And Renew Home Innovations. If you want beautiful shower enclosures, you know, the new renewable ones where you want to get rid of that old ugly shub, I call it, the shower tub combo. They'll do a beautiful conversion with stone-like walls and no maintenance, glass panels, no thresholds to walk or stumble over. You can use walkers or wheelchairs if you're older. Perimeter drains, benches, grab bars, you make them custom to you. And get this, they do it in 2 or 3 days and you have 72 months to pay. No interest. RenewHomeInnovations.com, 303-904-2000.
You're all right.
All right.
Yeah.
The cat's talking to us. I wonder what she wants. I noticed my daughter's car wasn't here this morning. I hope she left food for her. I'll go check. I told her, I said, you got a responsibility. You don't leave me with that damn cat. You don't, unless you tell me ahead of time. So thanks, Shannon, for looking that up. Employee Retirement
Yeah, I had no idea.
Security Act.
Yep.
Not to be confused with RICO.
Right.
That's the most normal thing I've looked up in a while. Actually, I was seeing something horrible. Well, not horrible. The other day, and Google, my phone turned on. That is an inappropriate search term. If you want to change the restrictions for what else, well, I said, well, excuse me, Google, that was technically none of your fucking business.
It is amazing how
I'm so sorry. I will limit
these I mean, it's not even cookies now. It's just all out spying.
Yeah. And like I say, some of it, if you, man, you want to turn on my laptop camera at an inappropriate time, knock yourself out. You get to figure
Where
out
was it?
when body
Oh.
scans and all that stuff.
Ah. That's funny.
That Nathan Wade fellow that was laying pipe to that Georgia prosecutor, whatever, is in trouble for discussing the fact that he was meeting with people from the White House constantly during that whole thing.
Well, did you see the other day, like her daughter was arrested or something like that, and he showed up at the scene? So, are we sure they're not messing around anymore?
Of all the awful stuff I've done, I am so thankful I haven't had cameras follow me into a courtroom. I'll take no on that one. Because no matter what was happening, I'd be that asshole leaning in the camera. As God is my witness, they were healthy puppies. What? This thing's winding down.
What's that?
We're almost at halftime for me. For
Oh.
the hour. We're getting out of here. We're
Yeah.
taking a nap. Soon. It was a long one yesterday. All right. Stand by for fun.
Talk Station. Online at khout.com.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. Let's go to the phones. And Ken, I found some attorneys in my my search here that do these kinds of things, okay? Now, what the ERISA, by the way, the ERISA initials, we found out what they mean because somebody who was smart texted me on it. And let me get that for you. It is the Employee Retirement Income Security Act, ERISA, ERISA, Employee Retirement Income Security Act. Now, so all plans that are qualified fall under this, And if you have a question or problem with it, you need an attorney well versed in it. We don't have any on the referral list at referrallist.com, but I did search and find some that do it in town. Sherman and Howard is one of them. Okay. They have several attorneys that can help with that. Sherman and Howard, these are in Denver. The other one is Shaw Law Firm. And they're in the so Sherman and Howard's downtown, and then Shaw Law Firm is in the DTC area. Not that it matters because most of these do remote. And then McDermott, McDermott, McDermott Law Firm. It doesn't say where. Oh, yeah, they're on Ulster Street, 4600 South Ulster. I'm not sure where that is. And then the other one downtown is Holland and Hart, H-A-R-T, Holland as the country and Hart, Holland and Hart.
Okay.
So try one of those and see if they'll take it. You know, it may not be worth it to fight it because I don't think ERISA lawsuits come with attorney's fees, you see. So it might be pretty expensive. Okay. But they can probably give you some advice.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Let me know how it works, Ken. I understand your reasoning. You just happen to be in that window where you took a haircut and you're thinking, why now do I have to? People retiring right now get more money and other people get more money. And, you know, it's not frozen in time, right? It's a big fund. So that's a good question. Now, Guillermo called about a roofing job, and Deputy Doc, I think, took that originally. And I think it's where you paid $5,000 down. Was that Josh Sandoval?
That is correct. Yeah. Josh A. Sandoval.
Josh A. Sandoval. Okay. And did Doc get back to you on that?
He tried, or he hasn't called me back, but he said he'll call me once this individual answers and he's able to conversate with him. But this individual doesn't have communication at all with me at all.
So right now, there is no update. You just haven't heard a thing, right?
That is correct, and that is right.
Do you have a phone number? Do you have a phone number for him?
Yeah. I do.
I'd like to know how many times Doc called him. See, we got to hound these people. I mean, give out his number.
720.
Hold on. Let me hold on. I'm writing it down. 720.
320.
320.
8387.
8387. Okay. So people, you heard about Josh Sandoval. By the way, a number of people have been ripped off by him. We're not the only one here with Guillermo. Josh Sandoval, 720-320-8387. What do you get when you call that number right now? Do you know? What do you get?
It goes straight to voicemail.
It does.
So, I'm either blocked or if it's off. I don't know. It's completely goes to voicemail.
720-320-8387. I want while we're here, Deputy D, to make a quick call just to see if we can scare him out. 720-320-8387. This man paid $5,000 and got zero, nothing, nada. What jurisdiction are you in? Where are you?
Brighton, Adams County.
Adams County. Okay. You know, why do we even have a Contractors Trust Act on the books? That's what I want to know. I want to know why we even have one. This guy, Josh Sandoval's a dirtbag. He's a freaking dirtbag. I'm telling you.
Agreed.
So we'll give him a couple more calls and see if we can get a hold of him. So I'm gonna put Dimitri on this right now, just because he's here, and we will see what we get. Hold on, what were you saying? Go ahead.
I'll call Mr. Sandoval right now. Can you please, in the meantime, either text or email me the caller's name and phone number? I'd like to speak with him real quick.
Yeah, I'll give you all that. I'll do that. I have it right here. All right, Guillermo, just hang on. We make sure we have his number, Kachina. Okay?
I've got it.
Good. Let's give that to Dimitri, and I'll give him a summary of the problem. because it really does suck, man. I mean, the whole thing is just, taking money like this is just bothering me. Anyway, 303-713-8255. We have more coming right up.
Uh-oh. Did you break before I typed anything? Hang on. Scrolling. Or did I do fix it in Heart of Granite already?
Your trusted local fiduciary advisor.
Tom, do you get that?
Okay, hold on. Let me look. No, I don't. Okay, art and fix it. Got it.
Thank you.
Technologies.
We got traffic running a little heavy right now. If you're southbound I-25, just be prepared for a little bit slower speeds here from about 38th Avenue down to Spear. But that seems to be the only slowing we're seeing up and down the I-25 corridor, actually in pretty good shape. And that drive heading to or coming in from Boulder along Highway 36, got a wide open trip through there. I-76, I-70, both those highways dealing with no slowing. You do have a crash off the highways here, southbound Wadsworth at 66th Avenue. They've been in there a while, just jammed up a couple blocks for you. So we take a look at your weather forecast here through today. Plenty of sunshine and a high up to 74. Right now we're at 66 degrees downtown. With your impact traffic and weather, I'm Aaron O'Neill, 630 KHOW.
This season, get premium tech that inspires joy. The XPS 16 from Dell Technologies with Intel Core Ultra processors help unlock AI possibilities. Shop now at Dell.com/deals.
We're in the tween season. The tween season, not too cold, not too hot. It's where you need to call Fix It 24/7 or just go online and get that extreme clean for just $39. The extreme clean and check, it's like an entire refurbishment of your furnace. They spend 2 hours or more. Seriously, add longevity to your furnace and efficiency. That's fixmyhome.com. Book now. Fixmyhome.com. Book now. Just $39. The Art of Granite right now will get you free materials for countertops. You just pay for the template. Now, when do you do that? If you can find a piece in their remnant yard. Now, of course, if you can't, you still only pay wholesale for countertop materials, always with the Art of Granite. And tear out and haul away is free as well of the old stuff. TheArtOfGranite.com wants to do your counters, whether natural stone or man-made materials. They do it all, and they give prices on the phone because they're proud of what they do, and they're proud of their deals. 303-386-5919, 386-5919.
Thank you. 4 minutes.
Thanks.
If I could shave mine in a brothel. Showing more rockets over Israel, not currently, but man, I lay out here and we're near Centennial.
What's that?
So I hear planes and what?
What?
I'm just talking about, I hear planes and helicopters and stuff here at night, and it sounds fun, but man, I bet it would get irritating in a war zone. As fun as choppers sound, you go, every 30 seconds, I don't know. The sound of the Iron Dome firing. I don't know. Although those, what the hell is it, phalanx or what the hell's the anti-aircraft system that has it's a big dome and it can point a serious gun in the sky.
Oh yeah, the dome in Israel.
Well, that's the Iron Dome, and that's missiles.
Yeah.
I'm wondering about the thing that is like a 50 cal machine gun with 100,000 rounds in it. Phalanx?
Puff the Magic Dragon?
Is that what they call that thing? I know they have them.
C-130 modified.
I know that some of them are mounted on ships as, right?
What you talking about?
Yeah. Incredible firepower.
So fun. I mean, I feel bad that we have to kill people like that, but gosh, so fun. Hey, Steve Kelly asked a Spectre gunship pilot on the air. What's it like to kill people? Steve, come on. We all want to know, but not on the air.
Good morning. Thanks for calling the Tom Martino Show.
Have you guys heard that there is footage of this Sinwar guy getting taken out? That they show that a drone comes in to inspect the damage from whatever it was, the mortar or a tank shell or something that hit the building, and he's still sitting behind a desk when the drone comes up, and he's covered with debris, and he tries to throw something at the drone, and then he kind of disappears because what they assume is once he's identified, the sniper took him out.
So is there video of this?
Yeah, apparently Ross was describing it in great detail. He said it's not really gory because it's a gray human shape, but because he's covered with concrete dust from this building getting blown up, but he's still sitting at his desk when the drone comes in to identify him.
Man, drones they are scary sons of bitches.
Oh man, no. And it's all kids that they hired that are sitting somewhere and flying these things in and doing the worst stuff.
Good morning. Thanks for calling the Tom Martino Show.
Were you flying your airplane this weekend?
The airplane, not the helicopter.
K-How.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter, 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. Have a question here for K&H Home Solutions, which you can find, of course, always at 303-421-7100. Alpine Windows, they hear me bragging about them. And I like them. They're made right here in Colorado, right?
Correct, yep, up in Louisville.
And they've been made for a while in Colorado,
yes.
But they just recently entered the residential market, basically?
Well, they've been doing a lot of new construction, so nailing fin application for the longest time with what they've been doing in their high-end builds. And then just recently, they've been kind of working with us to do like a retrofit, because that's really what we do, is we do a retrofit instead of a nailing fin.
So you're the exclusive dealer right now?
Yes, absolutely.
And they're fiberglass, thermally insulated?
100% fiberglass.
I hear they're one of the best insulated, not just frames, but window units in the entire industry.
Yeah, no, they're moving a lot in their development, and really it's such an efficient window that they've gotten government grants and stuff like that to make it more cost efficient to homeowners.
What about the finish? Since it's made in Colorado, you got to assume it's for Colorado.
Yeah, no, absolutely, and they're 100%. Fiberglass.
Pre-finished.
100% pre-finished fiberglass. There's no vinyl at all used in these windows.
Okay. Is fiberglass, I mean, you do both, so.
Yes, we do.
Which one's better?
Well, I mean, long-term, fiberglass is going to obviously, be better. It's just a lot more. It stands the test of time with the Colorado weathers as it does get beat. Now, vinyl has come light years from,
of course.
The turn of the millennium and everything. So it's gone from the 90s to what it is now. It's vastly better. So, I mean, the downside to fiberglass is it's just not as cost efficient to homeowners. Vinyl.
So fiberglass is more expensive.
100%.
And how is that done? That's not injection molding, is it?
No, I mean they're casted, and then they kind of do what we call
stamp them, right?
A fusion weld is what they're going on. They kind of weld them together. It's actually a pretty cool experience you could see up there at the facilities when they're making them. But yeah, no, they weld them together, glass frames, everything built up in Louisville, Colorado. So they're built here for here, including
the insulated glass unit itself. Are they filled with gas?
Yep, argon filled.
Now, that is better that they're filled here, right?
100%, yeah.
At this altitude.
Some of them, they do offer a breather tube in them, so they're not argon filled because they're triple pane, so they do allow for expansion and contraction with the different fluctuations in temperature as well.
Cool. Okay. Anyway, let's continue here, Nathan. What's going on, Nathan, with solar?
Hey, Tom. Yeah. So we had solar panels put on our house about 3 years ago, and that company was a larger company, but they got taken over by a company called Sunrun. I think everybody knows.
But who were they when you first put them on?
It was set a brain fart. I'll think of it in a second.
It's okay. But the company that sold you the contract, they're not the ones that actually did the work, right?
They are. And
this was your solar panels. You basically did your solar system when?
2021.
Okay, so go ahead then. What's going on?
So just before that, we had the whole backside of our house replaced, of our roof replaced, and our skylights were all brand new. We had those replaced in order to do this.
And was that by an insurance claim?
No, that was out of pocket because I didn't want to file an insurance claim. I didn't want to take that hit.
Okay.
And so since the panels have been installed, we've had numerous roof leaks. And I've reported this to the solar company.
I'm concerned when you say, hold on.
Yeah.
I'm concerned when you say they were taken over. That was the part I tried to figure out who was the company and who is the company. When you say they were taken over, what do you mean?
So they bought the other company.
Okay, that's bad news for you.
So I feel like yes and no, but I have.
Well, whether you feel like yes or no, here's what I'm saying: if they do it for you, if they honor any warranties or help, it's going to be wonderful. However, most companies, when they buy a company, do not buy the obligations of past jobs. They just don't. That is a fact of life.
Yeah, I understand. I've listened to your show enough to understand that.
Yeah.
But they've taken a lot of steps to move forward.
That's
ever
nice.
Since last November.
That's nice.
But they haven't. They've sent 5 different roofing companies out. They've had their inspectors. They've taken off our solar panels.
And who was it taken over? Who's the company now?
Sunrun.
Okay.
So I think they're the largest company in the country.
Well, it doesn't matter. They don't owe you anything. So what they're doing is really nice.
Right. Yeah. But they have, despite all of this that they've promised and guaranteed that they will fix, is what they've said multiple times in emails. Nothing has been happening, and I've been contacting them.
Have they actually tried to fix it or not even attempted?
So they had their own inspector come out back in December, and he reported to them what he thought the damage was caused from. And then they've sent out multiple roofers.
Okay, so what did the inspector say when they inspected it?
He found multiple places where the lag bolts had missed the joist, and that the water was coming in through the lag bolt.
Okay, I got it. Yeah.
And there's there's so much mold and stuff up in our attic. We had an electrician found it. He said the insulation was all wet up there at the time, so that's how it got to our attention. And every one of the roofing companies that Sunrun has sent to our house has all said the damage is much worse. And
so has anyone attempted to fix it? Let me just ask you that, Nathan.
No, they haven't attempted to fix it. They've taken off the panels, and then every time they've talked to the roofing companies to do it, the roofing companies are not willing to do. Sunrun wants them to locate on the roof different lag bolts and replace small patches. And the roofing companies have all said, we will not do that. We will replace the whole backside of the roof, but we will not just try to find, because that leaves them, they say it leaves them liable.
That's right. It does. It does leave them liable. But there are companies that might do it. There are companies that might patch it.
I've asked if I could look for a company, and they say no. We have to look within ourselves. They had one company that they were going to move forward with, who then backed off and would not do that. So then they looked for another company. That company was.
I'm sure if you found a company that would do it and you presented it to them, why wouldn't they pay for it?
They're such a big corporation. They've said it has to be within our corporate, within our contacts.
Okay.
Within their network.
All right. Do you have a warranty?
I probably do. I mean, from the original company, which Sunrun has said.
Nathan,
I know what you're saying before.
Nathan, listen, Sunrun, if push comes to shove, Nathan, I'm just going to you can't make them do it.
Okay.
Unless you have a warranty and they took it over. You can't make them do it. All you can do is
over the warranty, and they've guaranteed.
Wait, what's that?
They've said in writing that they have taken over.
I want to see it.
The warranty.
I want to see it.
Okay.
I want to see if you have a new contract.
All the emails and okay.
I want to see where they have committed to you to take over the warranty. That's all I want to see. Don't send me a lot of crap. That's all I want to see. The part where they say we take full responsibility for the warranty. Okay? 303-713-TALK, 713-8255.
Yep.
Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
We got traffic running a little heavy right now. If you're southbound I-25, just be prepared for a little bit slower speeds here from about 38th Avenue down to Spear. But that seems to be the only slowing we're seeing up and down the I-25 corridor, actually in pretty good shape. And that drive heading to or coming in from Boulder along Highway 36, got a wide open trip through there. I-76, I-70, both those highways dealing with no slowing. You do have a crash off the highways here, southbound Wadsworth at 66th Avenue. They've been in there a while, just jammed up a couple blocks for you. So we take a look at your weather forecast here through today. Plenty of sunshine and a high up to 74. Right now we're at 66 degrees downtown. With your Impact Traffic and Weather, I'm Aaron O'Neill, 630 KHOW.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. Blindster is a family-run business that began in 2010, and we've sold millions of custom blinds, shades, and shutters and received over 100,000 five-star reviews. Don't hire an expensive pro. Do it yourself and save big at Blindster.com.
You know, Excel Roofing has been with me from the beginning of this radio show. Well, almost. They've been in business, I think, now 30 years. I've been around 45. But here's what the deal with Excel. ExcelRoofing.com, not a penny up front, not a dime, not a cent until you're content. You've heard all the problems on this show with people giving money down. Another thing, you don't sign anything to get them to look at your roof. Whether it be for a repair or full replacement, whether insurance or not, they will look at your roof without you having to sign anything and give you a complete, full, detailed estimate. They will not take any of your insurance checks or anything up front. They will do the job 100%, and then when you're content, you pay. No other roofer I know does this. ExcelRoofing.com. Excel Roofing as an excellent, E-X-C-E-L. And that's 303-761-6400. 761-6400. O'Brien Legal Services, our real estate experts, they can help you. That's Brad O'Brien and his team. If you have a real estate issue, especially now with the new eviction laws, if you're a landlord, commercial landlord, and you need to evict people or get rid of squatters, it takes very special skill and knowledge of the new laws or any real estate issue whatsoever. O'Brien Legal Services, OLSlaw.com. 720-370-7388, 720-370-7388. Coming up, from the comfort of your home and office, you can do a webinar on the 26th of October brought to you by Vestera. Vestera Turnkey.com is the company, but I'm going to give you another site you can go to in order to sign up for this webinar. And the great thing about the webinar is that they'll answer all your questions about getting involved in real estate rental investments without any of the hassle. They take it away. They do the research on buying and selling, when to buy, when to sell. They show you how to make positive cash flow from day one, and they have management companies that take care of everything for you. MyBiggestReturn.com. MyBiggestReturn.com.
You. 3 minutes.
Thanks. We're going to have very little time when we come back. Okay. Now.
You've had less.
Hey.
Oh. Crap on a cracker. So tired.
Yeah, Shannon looks real nice today. He's dressed nice.
I didn't really notice his clothes this morning.
What?
You look nice today.
Did I look what?
Nice.
Nice.
Oh, really?
I guess you don't get too many compliments.
No.
Nice. Oh.
No, most of my life I've intentionally tried to drive people off with all sorts of stuff. That's why I weighed 400 pounds for a while. Good morning, Troubleshooter Show. Did you want to talk to Tom and the gang? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we'd love to see the contract. Can I hand you over to Kelly? She knows a lot more than me. I'm the doofus running the audio. Hang on, brother.
The doofus that runs the audio.
The solar fella is back. Just needs the email, I reckon.
I wish
that
it
worked.
was the way on television. I don't even know.
All right, here you go.
American Homicide, and start listening.
630 KHOW, an iHeartRadio station.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Phil, welcome to the show. You have something with Rhino Shield. Now, I must say this, and I'm just saying it. They're not a sponsor or anything, but I want to be truthful. We have never had a complaint about Rhino Shield. What's going on?
Well, I've got a 2018 Heartland 45-foot toy hauler, fifth wheel. We're full-time RVers, and
it's a fifth wheel that you live in plus a toy hauler with it, or just a toy hauler?
They classify the fifth wheel as a toy hauler. It has a ramp on the back. And,
yeah, but does it have living quarters on it too?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I've got 2 convection ovens.
Got it. So a fifth wheel trailer with toy hauler. Got it. With a compartment. Not all fifth wheels have a toy hauler in it. Go ahead. So what's going on?
Well, we contracted with them to paint the place. It took.
Who'd you contract with?
4 or 5. Rhino Shield of Colorado.
Oh, I didn't know they do like regular paint.
Yeah, I mean their product is just 100% acrylic Sherwin-Williams paint with ceramic beads in it.
Okay, so when they do a paint job, like on the whole thing or just the lower half, I mean, usually the Rhino is used, if I'm thinking about the right stuff, isn't this the Rhino shield they put in pickup truck beds and all of that?
Negative.
Oh, why am I thinking, okay, it must be something different? Is Rhino lining?
Yeah, it's ironic because while I was on hold, their advertisement came up while I was on hold.
I was not thinking about Rhino Shield then, I don't think. I'm thinking about the ones that we never had a complaint about are the ones that do the truck bed liners. I think.
Right.
Okay, hold on, Phil. We'll come right back to you and find out what's going on then with Rhino Shield. It's weird that two companies can have such a similar name without them complaining about each other doing that. We'll come back and talk about the problem, though, right after this. I'm Tom Martino, 303-713-8255. Stick around.
I'm RhinoShield.com.
What's that?
Doing good.
And it shows
Rhino Shield and Rhino Lining are different.
And there's a Rhino Shield phone guard.
Rhino Shield.
I've heard that too.
Rhino Shield paint. That sure as hell is different.
I'm going to just do Rhino coating.
they make
Truck coating. Truck.
Rhino Shield makes phone cases.
It's called Rhino.
It's totally different.
Rhino liner.
Let's see. I'll bring it up.
It's totally different.
RhinoLinings.com.
That is a little confusing. Oh, we're on break.
Tom?
Yeah.
The Rhino Linings is the truck bed.
Right. That's what I found out.
Yeah, I just looked at it too. And the other one's Rhino Shield. That's the paint.
Which is the one, the collar.
Yes.
It wasn't 2 minutes, you fucking retard. It was 90 seconds. God.
Retard.
Changing to the guard.
Sure, you have a problem.
It's like Arlington. It's so formal.
My favorite line.
Have you ever gone and seen that?
No, my son did, but I've never been to Arlington.
When I worked at FEMA, I'd go there when we were working that January. It's neat, no matter what.
Oh, I'm sure. I've been to DC and I've done all the tourist stuff, but didn't go to Arlington.
I mean, it's precision. You know,
Thanks for calling Troubleshooter Show. Please hold a moment.
and just Rhino is Cheney in Wyoming.
What's that?
I said just Rhino is Liz Cheney in
Oh,
Wyoming.
right, yeah.
They actually sell a can of spray paint that if you get a nick in your Rhino truck bed, it covers it up and takes care
I'm
of it.
going to go get something.
There was Rhino truck
Rhino linings.
Just keep it on the lower stream.
No, let's go to one.
Yeah, okay.
There was one on Arapahoe. It's gone. Where's the other one? The girlfriend, part-time girlfriend, her full-time daughter, when she comes to town.
Remember, because I was getting the case and
So there's a few of them.
I never got back.
Right north of town, where do you live?
It had the rust on the bottom of his trailer, RV.
I kind of remember that.
He was looking
The only
into
one that we knew of was the one that was over
the Rhino paint.
No,
as
and
a-
there's one in front of Cinzetti's. Same
I mean, it'd make you feel good. That's about all.
Yeah.
You know, cover it up.
They may have closed the one that was like Holmes and Kipling-ish or something.
The two are somewhat connected because they both make like coatings. I mean,
Yeah.
one for houses, one's for floors or truck liners.
And the paint, from what I understand, because a neighbor in my community had it done, it's supposed to last forever.
Yeah, right.
Which in Colorado is 6 years. With the UV.
Page not found. F-U in the a-hole. Okay, well, don't me when there's one location.
Yeah, one.
Even Rhino Shield and Rhino Linings, their websites
They both have the
look
Rhino?
similar. Just the way that they're laid out.
Yeah.
Look what the website
Who knows? They could be.
Yeah.
A shield, or what they call it, a subdivision. No, not a shield.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
like laundry money, you know.
Like maybe a sister company or I don't know.
Got their tooties.
Oh yeah, I think all of those.
Subsidiary?
Well, now that I'm looking, there's another one called Rhino Truck Bedliners.com.
The true.
If you're on your thing,
Well,
go down.
let's see, let me go back because I'm on Rhino Linings.
There's right over here in Rabbit Hole. Yeah. And then the one off of Parker Road and something.
But I think that's the same one because they got the same symbol of the rhino.
Oh, Rhino Truck Bedliners.
Has the same identical symbol.
Oh, I see what you're saying, yeah.
But they'll find a spot. I'm sure they've got a spot.
Huh.
But it was something weird with they didn't own the land.
Polyaspartic
Yeah,
and
not bad.
epoxy
They're
coatings.
just tired of paying some other guy. They're making an assload of money every day and having to give a shitload of money to the other guy. They're like, you know what? Let's just keep the whole assload. All right. Do I need to call you from every Desert Tuesday today? Should I find it?
If you're out and about, why not? Today, just say it's.
All right.
Here it is. Yeah. $10 seconds, guys.
Gotcha.
Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Bills. That's bills. Enter it now at khow.com. Inflation salvation on 630 KHOW.
Ripped off, bad news. You need advice so you don't have to lose. We'll come running just as fast as we can. Troubleshooter's gonna help the common man.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino.
Hello, Tom Martino here, solving problems, answering questions, taking complaints, making your life a little easier today. And we have a guest today, K&H Home Solutions. You can reach one or not here at khwindows.com. We're talking about window siding, doors, and more. K&H has what you're looking for. That's what they say. Hey, by the way, we're also talking about anything on your mind on your heart and pocketbook. We have a way for you to text us as well if you can't call in. And I do answer by text, or I answer on the air for your text if you're listening. Just make sure you let me know you're listening. If not, I'll try to type out an answer for you. And where you can do that is my private Google voicemail, 747-999-5280. And that comes to my cell phone. And by the way, if you have questions about my financial advisement company, Wave 8 Wealth Management, you can text me there as well. A lot of people have had questions about that. I've been trying to get to a great response on that. I actually literally became a real registered financial advisement firm after years of frustration. I'll get into that later. But 747-999-5280. Also, we have the other one, the short code for iHeart, 57739. You can text me, 57739. So let's go right to the phones. What do you say? I'd like to talk to now Phil, who was talking about, and I made a mistake when he said I had, Rhino Shield paint my trailer. And I said, I've never had complaints about Rhino. And actually, I was speaking of Rhino Lining, which does pick up bed trucks and all that. So that's what I was thinking of. Rhino Shield is a whole different product, and that's a paint. And Phil was complaining about it. He had him paint his fifth wheel toy hauler. So go ahead. Let's talk about that, Phil.
Well, they were supposed to start back in March. They got about 2 or 3 week delays.
Now, did you pay? You didn't pay them anything up front, did you?
I paid them $1,000 deposit is what they required.
When you dropped it off or ahead of time?
Oh, they did it on site here. They go out and paint homes, so they just come out here and they...
Okay, so when they showed up, you paid them half down.
No, it was $10,000 to have the whole thing done. I paid them $1,000 down.
Okay, got it. All right.
I mean, the story's too long for your show. That's
well, no, just go ahead. Let's try. Let's just start. What went wrong?
Well, they came out and, their salesman advertises their product. He brings a piece of siding with him that allegedly has their product on it. He takes a wooden stick and he just scrapes back and forth on it and shows you how resilient, if you will, their product is.
Yeah, got it.
Makes all kinds of promises. So they came out here, and as you can imagine, you've seen newer fifth wheels. This is a 2018 year model. They've got graphics all over them. So the graphics have to be removed. We spoke in detail about this. They came out.
Were they going to do just one color? What's the color scheme on that?
It's 2 colors, body and trim.
Okay.
So they come out to scrape, if you will, remove all the graphics. The graphics are like stickers on these units.
Yeah.
The shell, as you know, is fiberglass. Well, they came out here, and the south side, of course, was tougher. It gets the most sun. They took scrapers to the south side and scraped clean through to the substrate underneath the fiberglass shell and had to go and put Bondo on.
Wait a minute, they damaged they damaged the fiberglass walls?
Oh yeah.
What, are you kidding me?
No.
So when they were trying to take the graphics off, they literally scraped the top of the fiberglass and exposed the substrate where they had to now rebondo that.
Affirmative.
That's crazy. Did you see them doing that?
I didn't see them doing it. I saw the result, when it was, I would...
Now, did they do a good Bondo job? I mean, that can be, by the way, it would bond. It's not like on a car body when they do it. Sometimes that fails, but you can put fiberglass on fiberglass. There's nothing wrong with that.
Sure.
If it's done properly.
It flexes more than a car body. Flexes more than a car body ever would going down the road either, which... introduces structural integrity concerns.
How big were these gashes they filled with Bondo?
Oh, some of them 2-3 inches in diameter.
Oh man. Anyway, so keep going. So as a result of this, did you see the Bondo job before they painted it?
Yes, I've got pictures of it. I would take pictures.
Okay. Are you now? Here's what I need to know. When it was all, is the job done? I'm not asking if you like the job. I'm asking if the job is done.
Affirmative.
Okay. Is the job so crappy that anyone walking up would say, "What the hell did you do, Phil?"
No.
Okay. How is it? Go ahead and tell me.
What do you mean? How is it?
You're calling. I assume you're calling because you don't like the job.
No, well, what they did is, so 4 or 5 months in, I canceled one check for payment after I walked around. I gave it to them. They grabbed the check, they ran. They would show up at 9, 10, 11 o'clock in the morning and leave at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. They had 10 or 12 different people, only 2 of which who spoke English.
But Phil, you said the job was completed.
Working on the place.
You said the job was completed.
It was completed.
So rather than go through the day by day, what is the problem now? Is it failing?
Well, they did the slide outs. I called them and asked them if their product was compatible with EPDM, which is a product that they use on the slide out roofs. So to protect it from UV, I had the main roof done just before they came out here. There was no problem with the slide-out roofs. I figured I would have them put their product on the slide-out roofs. So I told them, I called their main office. They confirmed that their product was compatible with EPDM. They came out here. I told them, look, it needs to be prepped with acetone. I called the manufacturer of EPDM, a couple of different roofing contractors. They said, just prep it with acetone, and they can put their product on. Well, they didn't prep it at all. They just sprayed it on.
Wow.
3-4 nights later, I go out, I climb on the roof, and it's literally blowing off on the slide-out roof. So I've got pictures of it flapping in the wind.
So it did not adhere. It did not adhere to the EDPM.
Affirmative.
Okay.
And so they said, okay, we'll come back out. We'll peel it off there. So long story short, where the EPDM wraps over the edge of the slide outs, the product bonded fairly well. So in an attempt to get it to come off, their painter took a razor blade, which I have a picture of the razor blade on the roof. I have pictures of razor blades laying by the slide outs on the ground with their equipment. He took and attempted to, I can only assume, score the paint to try and peel it off, but he cut all the way through my EPDM rubber on my roofs.
God almighty.
So I called them up.
What a nightmare.
And that's the tip of the iceberg, Tom.
Listen, we have. Here's what I need to know. Okay, I know you want to tell me each and every detail, but I promise you it's not necessary. No. Here's what I want to know. I want to hold on, bro. Hold on. When did you have this done? When did you actually have it done?
Well, they started in March, and they finished about 4 months later.
Okay. March, April, May, June. It was done in June?
Oh, July or August. I apologize.
What is wrong? Here's what I need to know. Okay, Phil, you're all over the place, but you're making sense. I understand why you're upset. What I need to know is right now, what is the condition of your fifth wheel? Regardless of the nightmares you went through, what is the condition of your fifth wheel, including the roof right now?
I took and I gave them some, I bought some tape.
I know, I didn't ask that. I'm asking you this. What is the condition of your fifth wheel and the roofs of the slide outs and everything they did right now?
Fair.
Okay, what do you want right now? What do you want? Did they repair the EDPM? Did they repair the polyethylene roof, the rubber roof?
They put temporary tape on it, which had to be done so that water damage didn't.
I'm asking, did they ultimately repair it, or does it still have tape on it?
It still has tape on it. I gave them an estimate, and they ran. And now
So when I said, how is the job, you told me fair. So right now, you're telling me it's not fair. You're telling me the roofs on your 2 slide outs or however many slides, they have to be redone.
Yes.
Okay. They destroyed your EDPM roof. Your ethylene I know what it is. Ethylene, propylene, monomer. I had it on mine. Okay. So they have to redo it or pay for it.
Exactly.
Okay.
You would think.
I get it. He's on the line. The president of Rhino is on the line. I want to know this. Are they refusing to fix what they destroyed?
Affirmative.
Okay. Hold on
They
then.
said that it was pre-existing.
Well, okay. Well, you had them coat it for a reason. I don't know why you would coat a perfect roof. So obviously, listen, I'm trying to be objective here, but obviously something had to be wrong with it if you wanted them to coat it. But I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Hold on. I got to take a break. I want to give this guy time to talk, and maybe we can solve this problem. I'm Tom Martino. We have more coming up.
You know, the big wireless companies want you to overpay for data that you don't need, but you don't have to settle for that with Pure Talk. Well, you get to choose how much data that you actually want. And for $25 a month, you'll get unlimited talk, unlimited text. You're going to get mobile hotspot, 5 gigs of data. Go with Pure Talk, and you get to choose how much data you actually want. Just dial pound 250, say the keyword save now, and if you do it now, you'll save an additional 50% off your first month from Pure Talk.
Paid for by government. Now is the time to fill.
Sorry, my fault.
Morgan Silver Bars. Grab your piece of America.
You're coming next.
With this special offer. These spectacular shining silver bars featuring a crisp image of the iconic Morgan silver dollar, a legendary coin that has captivated collectors for generations. Americans treasure owning silver bars and coins, putting them away for themselves and their loved ones. Call now to secure 1-ounce silver bars minted in 99.9% pure silver and made in the USA. You'll be glad you did. Hurry, don't miss out on this special deal. Save $10 per silver bar. The more you buy, the more you save. Limit of 25 bars per customer. Call to learn more. Plus, with qualifying orders, you'll receive a free Morgan Silver Dollar. That's a $59.95 value and free shipping. Call 1-800-973-9714 now to secure your 1-ounce Morgan Silver Dollar bars. That's 1-800-973-9714.
Fix it 24/7. Plumbing, heating, cooling, electric, and drains. And right now, take advantage before it gets super cold, because you won't get it once their schedule fills up. You can get the $39 Extreme Clean, and I mean extreme. They take 2 hours or more on this furnace. They add longevity and efficiency to your furnace, and it's only if you've not had it done, because they want you to see the extreme difference in what they do. FixMyHome.com. Book now. FixMyHome.com. O'Brien Legal Services, OLSlaw.com. If you're a landlord facing the new eviction laws, you don't know what to do, or you need to get rid of squatters, or you're having other issues, anything to do with real estate, anything to do with being a landlord, you can call OLSlaw.com. Brad O'Brien and his team at O'Brien Legal Services. They also handle document preps and financing agreements, or they can look over all of your documents for closings. Anything real estate, they do. 720-370-7388, 720-370-7388, OLSlaw.com. Hey, GenesisTotalExteriors.com. Genesis, they can do mold detection and mediation. Think about that. Mold detection and mediation, or remediation, getting rid of it. And they do it the honest way without panic. That's GenesisTotalExteriors.com. Okay. Morons. These are my morons.
complete silence on this break.
Ten seconds here, guys.
Got it, man.
This hour from the Trajan Wealth K-House Studios. Trajan Wealth, your trusted local fiduciary advisors. TrajanWealth.com.
I want to bring up Jim Williams, president of Rhino Shields. He called in when he heard this problem. Jim, basically...
Can I speak now?
Yeah. I just wanted to recap. Phil is just basically saying he had a poor job on his fifth wheel. Go ahead.
From someone who's disgruntled about taking our product and using it beyond its capabilities. We paint houses and buildings. This is a moving object, an RV.
Yeah.
He called in. He was aware of that. He's like, but I love your product, so I want to put it on there. We did it under the terms of the agreement, a written document, enforceable in court, where he has no warranty. So basically, you formed an editorial with a guy who, upon hiring us, understood he was stretching the capabilities of the product.
Jim, did you hear me question him on
It
this?
ends right there. It
Jim,
ends right there.
Jim,
Other than that, it's just editorial.
And
You're
guess
making
what,
news
Jim?
out of an
Jim,
opinion
we're not
that
making
has
news.
no valid.
Jim, we're not making news out of anything. We take calls from anyone, and then we explore them. Hence, you're on the air. We would have called you had you not called in. We're exploring this. That's called freedom of speech, which still is in effect, okay? Listen, Jim, just shut the hell up, okay? I am actually on your side, but you're an ass. Why don't you just wait and hear? Don't tell me I can't talk about anything. Go vote for Kamala Harris and go to hell. I'm done with you. You know what? If he doesn't want freedom of speech, he is saying we can't talk about this. The reason we call people and the reason we investigate is to get both sides of the story. I grilled Phil to find out if the product was okay. Phil, you should be ashamed of yourself being the president of a company and not being able to represent yourself better. Now, the bottom line is that you did do the job, and if you have a contract, and if it says no warranty, that's great. I just found that out, didn't I? Now, Phil, you have no warranty. Is that true?
Not.
Phil, is it true?
No, sir. Negative.
Okay, you do have a warranty.
Affirmative.
Send me your contract. Okay, Jim is saying exactly the opposite. And I listen, I don't know him. I have to take him at his word. He is saying that this is not made for what you wanted. You insisted on it, and they did it without a warranty. So I want to see the contract, okay? And ask Jim if Jim can see his way not to criticizing freedom of speech, but if he can see his way to sending us his copy of the contract, we'd like to see it. Okay? We would like to see it. So, Phil, I need to see the contract before we go any further. He is absolutely saying it ends right there, which, is, by the way, would be true. It would be true. If it's not made for that and they spelled that out, I need to see that you were not given a warranty, okay? Or you were given a warranty. You're telling me that Jim Williams, the president of Rhino Shield, was not telling me the truth? Is that what you're saying, Phil?
He's on the line with Kelly right now.
Okay, hold on. I want to get to the bottom of this, okay? And by the way, Jim, welcome to the United States of America, where we can talk about anything we want. And I pride myself at being fair when gathering facts. Then I do form an opinion. I do. That's what I do. It's called advocacy. The problem is most journalists don't have the balls to admit when they're taking a stand. They just make it sound like news. I'm very clear about it. I am objective when I am gathering facts, and then I take a stand and I take a side, unless both of them are wrong, and then I say, you know what, I think you're both wrong. I don't know what to do. Kirk, your turn. What's going on, Kirk?
Yeah, Tom, I am calling in, first-time caller.
Yeah, what's going on?
I am involved with the Arapahoe County court system.
Okay, let me explain something to you, though. When you're involved in the court system, we don't have a lot of jurisdiction. No one does over the courts, okay? In other words, if you're unhappy with the way rulings went or motions or blah, 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 unless there's absolute fraud or corruption going on. So what's going on with you?
There is.
Okay, I know that's what you're going to say. Arapahoe County court system, what's going on with it?
I have been in the courtroom 62 times over 5.5 years.
What do you mean by that? Why?
For just theft and at-risk adult. They have claimed that I stole money from my mother.
So you're being accused of are you being accused of a crime, or is it a civil matter?
It is a crime.
Okay, and who brought the charges against you, Kirk? This is really important. Who brought the charges against you?
My mom's sisters, 2 sisters, and...
Well, are your mom's... Okay, your aunts then, right?
Yes.
Okay, so what were you charged with, by the way?
Theft and at-risk adult.
Okay.
Which is an enhanced...
Now, hold on. When you're charged with a crime... Listen, I know that no system is perfect, but when you're charged with a crime, you're usually tried on that, or you do a plea bargain. And did you have a defense attorney?
I had a public defender out of Arapahoe County.
Okay, so anyway, you were a theft and person at risk, and so what happened? How much did they allege you took?
$22,000, and it was a payment that was made to me through power of attorneys and only beneficiary through my mother of $2,100 a month, and it was for 11 months once she was placed in assisted living.
Okay, now, here's what I want to know. Why did the sisters get involved in this?
The sister, saw a in-out statement from a casino in Council Bluffs, Iowa, and saw that I had placed wagers of $163,000 over a year, and she says, well, you don't make that much money, and they got the idea in their head that I was stealing money from my mom.
Okay, got it. Hold on, Kirk. So was this literally, were you arrested or just charged? Like, were you arrested and brought into custody?
October 19th, 2019, I was took in and originally charged for homicide and
wait.
adult. I already
wait. Is your mom dead? Is your mom dead?
She did pass away Mother's Day Eve of 2019, and that was due to Alzheimer's and
who? But you did not. You were not convicted on the murder charge, were you?
Absolutely not, sir. I haven't even went to trial.
Wait, are you still charged with murder?
No, I'm charged with theft and at-risk adults.
Yeah, okay, but not the murder. Did they drop the murder charge?
There was never a murder charge.
Well, didn't you just tell me Didn't you just tell me on suspicion of murder you were arrested?
No, it was homicide, Tom, and
okay, all right.
It was
all right. Homicide is murder. Did you know that? Look in the dictionary.
Yes, sir.
All right. So homicide. Are you still facing homicide charges?
No.
Okay. Were they dropped?
Yes.
Okay. Your mom's sisters brought the case to where? The Arapahoe County Sheriff?
They originally started in Lincoln, Nebraska. For 18 months, I was under investigation through the Human Services Department. I moved to Council Bluffs.
Okay, I don't need to know that. I don't need to know each and every detail. So what are you calling? No, listen. So I need to know, what are you calling about today?
I have been accused or said that I am an incompetent person to stand trial. I have
You mean mentally incompetent?
Yes.
Were you, by the way, you said you were in court these 62 times over 5 years. Have you ever been convicted of anything so far?
No, sir.
There have been no convictions over 5 years?
No.
So are you still pending all of those charges that were brought to you on October 19th of 2019?
I am faced with the theft and at-risk adults, and I have been screaming.
And they're saying you're not competent to stand trial. Is that what they're saying?
The first evaluation was competent by the prison official that does all the competency tests.
Are you in jail right now?
No, sir. I am out.
How long were you incarcerated?
I have been locked up in Arapahoe on and off because of warrants, because of no warrants, because it was cold outside. For 243 days, I have been placed in and out of jail in Arapahoe County, and where I am living in Gilpin County, homeless, Tom.
Oh, my God. Listen, bro, I don't know what we can do to help you. What are you looking for right now? I mean, you have a public defender. Where does your case stand right now?
He had yesterday a final pretrial readiness appearance in front of the judge.
Yes.
He has reiterated and brought back up another evaluation. I've done 10.
No. Who's he? Who's he? Your public defender?
Public defender.
Let me ask you this, Kirk. Is your own public defender trying to make a case that you're incompetent?
There is a defense in there, but at the same time,
I'm just asking that. That's a yes or no. He is making a motion saying you're not competent to stand trial. Is that correct?
That is true, Tom.
Okay. And you disagree with that? Why wouldn't you take that?
Well, his incompetence through their providers have found me incompetent. I go back out for second opinions. My providers find me competent beyond a reasonable doubt.
Well, hold on. Okay. Who are your providers that are finding you competent?
I went through and looked through psychologists and people that handle.
Did you actually have tests done?
Yes.
By your own providers. How did you pay for those tests?
The court.
Break when you can, buddy.
The courts allowed you to go to your own providers to have competency tests done.
Because after
I'm just asking. I'm asking yes or no questions. Did the court pay for your competency checks at your own providers?
At my providers that I picked out, yes.
Do you have those finished reports about your competency?
I have asked my attorney.
No, hold on. You said you had them done. Your attorney is going along with the incompetency. I want to know the ones that found you competent. Do you have copies of those reports?
Yes, sir.
I want to see them. Kirk, hang on. We'll give you an email. That's all I want to do. I want to see when they were done, and I want to see that you were found competent, and then I want the case number. Okay, that's all I need. Kachina, if you can get that stuff, I need to take a break. I'm Tom Martino.
This is Denver's Talk Station with Michael Brown in the morning and Dan Kaplis in the afternoon. 6
Yeah, right.
W Denver.
All we need is Drew.
Now, Impact Traffic.
All we need is Drew.
Part is sponsored by Progressive.
Oh, never mind. Drew's on.
Problems across town right now. Watch out for a crash cleaning up on C470 in between Broadway and Lucent. A vehicle actually rolled into the median, and emergency crews are going to be blocking up the left lane on the eastbound side. Fortunately, we aren't seeing much of a backup through there. The big problem right now is a closure of southbound 225 north of Iliff. They've got a bad wreck in there. No traffic is getting through right now, and really nowhere to bail off. We're already seeing those backups to 6th Avenue. Got a crash up in the Brighton area, northbound Highway 85 and 168th Avenue. Denver weather today, plenty of sunshine, high up to 74. We're at 73 degrees now. With your Impact Traffic and weather, I'm Aaron O'Neill, 630 KHOW.
With Progressive Insurance, you can make sure your family is well taken care of with life insurance.
Protect your phones, laptops, and more with electronic device insurance. And cover your furry friends with pet health insurance. Visit Progressive.com. That's Progressive.com.
888heating.com is the place you want to go for a deep clean. $45. That's just $45 from a company we love. Been on our referral list for 20 years. That is 888heating.com. You can also call them if you want to replace your system with a new, latest, most efficient electrical and gas hybrid systems, or just gas systems. It's up to you. If you have a solar system, you may want to hire them to do that hybrid system, where you get tax credits for the entire spend on that solar and HVAC. Of course, they don't do the solar part, but anything you need from 888heating.com, they can do as far as the heating goes, including the deep clean for $45. 303-770-2776. John Fuller is a personal injury attorney that I hope, of course, you never need, but John Fuller can truly help you, and he can help you by giving you free initial consultations, always answering all of your questions if you ever have an accident, and never any out of pocket. If you need help, John Fuller can help you. Right after an accident, give him a call. And then he'll help evaluate your case. What is it worth? How do you collect? And if you hire him, it's on a percentage fee basis. Look him up online. Fuller Law, John Fuller, personal injury attorney. Go to referrallist.com or give him a call, 303-597-4500, 597-4500.
There's a legal difference.
There is a legal difference, but I don't know.
Yeah.
This guy sounds like he's crazy.
Townhomes, you own the land underneath it, and condos you don't.
That's a good thought. But they do have ownership in both.
That's why the email.
There's definitely a legal. I mean, you could look at it.
Now, I don't understand New York.
I know.
Do you own an apartment? They call them apartments, but you own them?
I think so. But, yeah.
How many think he's going to show me a competency report?
Not me.
Not me.
And they always have another term. It's not like the landlord.
What did we do with Nathan? Do we know the solar system? Did I tell him to send me the warranty? Oh, yeah, I told him to send me stuff on that they're taking.
Did you see the pictures of the flooring that you gave to me?
No. Did you send it to me?
Yes, I did. Well, I sent it, yes, to help, I guess. It looks like I did the flooring job, and I'm not a floorer.
Which one was this? How long ago? The
Earlier.
527 square feet from Julie?
Yeah, and I'm waiting to get a hold of Walter. It looks like...
It really sucks, huh?
Amateurs did it.
You know, what did you think of the owner of that, or the president of Rhino? What did you think of him?
Oh, the Rhino Shield guy?
Yeah, what did you think of him?
He started off being an ass.
I know. I mean, I was actually grilling that guy, and he said we shouldn't be talking about it. We editorialized on something that's not an issue.
He came on thinking you guys were already speaking negative about him, which you were not. The client was, and that's where he took it. So he started out from an aggressive position.
I agree with Dragon. I wish I would have heard though about his product, and
I'm hopefully if he cools down, he can understand that you were actually on his side.
I know it.
Right.
But he was too hot-headed in the beginning to understand that, in my opinion. Did you get the contracts from both of them?
No, I didn't get anything.
Oh, no, Kelly hasn't either. Damn.
I don't think he has a warranty. I don't think that guy would be crazy enough to say he didn't if he did.
Right.
Yeah, but if you don't have a warranty, they still can't damage your thing.
No, but that's not what he was complaining about. He was complaining about, hold on. You're right. He still can't damage. He was complaining about it not staying on there. It was peeling off.
Online at khout.com.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Troy, welcome to the show. Troy, what's going on with you?
Hey, Tom.
Hey.
Hey, I got a question for you. I
Yes,
just got let go from my current position, and I'm trying to decide between looking for a W-2 position or a 1099.
Okay.
I have my own health insurance, and I'm over 62, and I can draw on my IRA if I want to. So between the two, like you, which would you choose?
Okay, well, here's the important thing. Sometimes you don't get to choose. What I mean, well, of course you do. You get to choose, but I mean, companies can't offer you either or. If you want 1099 work, Troy, you can go out and do it. And I think it's a great idea in your position. It's probably best in your position for a few reasons. You know, if you have your own health insurance and you're 62, I mean, you just want to do, and you want to be able to be free to do work when and how you want, then you do a 1099. But I want to make this very clear. You cannot be a 1099 if someone controls the times you do it, the way you do it, and gives you any kind of equipment or material to do it. It has to be total. For example, if I wanted you to do sales for me, I wouldn't tell you you have to work 8 to 5. I wouldn't tell you you have to make 100 calls a day. I wouldn't tell you you have to do this, that, or the other thing. What I would say is this: Troy, the leads are here on the website, or we'll email you leads, and you work them when you can, and you get to eat what you kill, or you get commissions on what you sell. That's it. Or we pay you when you work. You decide when you want to work, and I can pay you by the hour. I can do any of that, but you have to have full control of when you do it and how you do it, and you have to be free to do it for others. That's really important. I'm going to tell you something really that a lot of people don't know. But if you had, and this is crazy, and people have been popped with this, if you have a house cleaner who cleans for you and 3 or 4 other people, and they lose those other gigs and are only cleaning for you, even if you don't know it, and they are only cleaning for you and the state finds out about it, they can penalize you for that because that person is no longer 1099 to you. It must be that they are available and doing work for others. And I asked the state, what if they're available but not doing work for others? And he said, if it's temporary in between gigs like mowing lawns, landscaping, house cleaning, all that, that's different. But if it goes on for any length of time, which he didn't have an exact length, he said, then they could end up being your employee. And you would have to pay all of the employee expenses. So just keep that in mind, that just because someone calls you an employee doesn't mean you are one. And just because someone calls you a 1099 doesn't mean you are one. You have to just make sure you do it the right way. But if you're asking me which one I would do at your age and with your benefits, that you have your own health insurance and all, I would do 1099 every time so I could be in control.
Yeah, so what do I need to do to set up myself as a 1099 employee?
Nothing. You just have to find a gig and do it. Now, if they do it wrong, you don't get in trouble. I mean, you know, if they say you're 1099 and you're not going to get in trouble. I mean, they are. But what I'm saying is this, is that with a 1099, I just want you to know that they can't control your motion or your time or your equipment.
Okay. Well, thanks, sir.
You know, if they had you operating a backhoe, and even if you came and did it anytime you wanted, You're not 1099 if you're using their backhoe. So there's a lot of rules people do not understand. I'm Tom Martino. More coming right up.
Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Progressive Insurance.
Some significant delays through the Aurora area this afternoon. I-225 southbound approaching Iliff. We've got a vehicle fire blocking 2 right lanes. Just a couple of minutes ago, this was a full road closure, so we should be seeing some improvements here in the next couple of minutes. Stop and go traffic back from Colfax, and about 40 minutes of slowdowns through the area. Heading northwest, Highway 85 northbound at 168th Avenue, an accident. And out west into the high country, I-70 east and westbound. Watch out for more intermittent closures through the Veterans Memorial Tunnel. Fox 31 pinpoint weather, mostly sunny skies, mild highs out there, high 74, overnight low of 43. The current temperature in Denver is 72 degrees. With your Impact Traffic and weather, Mark Swan, 630 KHOW.
With Progressive Insurance, you can make sure your family is well taken care of with life insurance. Protect your phones, laptops, and more with electronic device insurance. And cover your furry friends with pet health insurance. Visit Progressive.com. That's Progressive.com.
There is a reason I am harping on getting your furnace extreme clean by Fix-It 24/7. They're competent. They can do it. They can find any problems if you have them before they become major. They can fix them. But if they just deep extreme clean this thing inside and out and adjust it, they will give you a no breakdown guarantee for the winter so you can avoid costly breakdowns. FixMyHome.com. Book now, just $39 for people that haven't had it done. That's FixMyHome.com. Book now. The Art of Granite wants to give you a price on the phone right now if you're looking for countertops of any kind, whether it be granite or any natural stone or man-made materials. They love what they do. They love the deals they give you. They're so proud of them. They don't mind if you shop around. Call them and they'll give you a price on the phone. That's right. No one else does that. Call them and they tear out and haul away free. They do wholesale on all materials. 303-386-5919. 386-5919. Get your price. Do your comparing. theartofgranite.com. Hey, Made in the Shade. One-stop shop for your window coverings. You know, today I have khwindows.com or K&H Home Solutions here. They do windows, and you know what? If you need window coverings, you call Made in the Shade, and what they'll do is measure each and every one of those window openings and get you the right window coverings. Don't ever try to do it alone. Measuring is hard, but also putting them up and installing them, they do it all from beginning to end. The measuring and the estimating and the designer work is all free. If you decide to go forward, then they guarantee everything, and you just sit back and watch. That's why they call it Made in the Shade. 720-458-6566. 720-458-6566. DenverShades.co.
Yeah, I used to stay right next to that stadium. Drawing a blank on that.
Don't you call me crazy, even if I have to go to prison.
On the name of it.
Stadium's changed names.
I don't know what that
Right.
is.
That's right. I still call Mile High. I still call whatever
It's
it
Mile
is.
High.
It's Mile High.
Well, look at me. Denver General is Denver General. I
Right.
don't care what name they call it.
I know. It's
It was Denver General.
that's the name.
That used to be our thing. I don't care where I'm hurt or injured. Take me to Denver General. I mean,
Because
yeah,
I
if you
think
were
they had a
critical-
great PR.
Yeah. If you were critical, you went to Denver General. If you weren't, you better go somewhere else. Because if you have a broken arm, you're going to be there 2 days. Waiting to get
Damn, is this show flying
A
by?
friend of mine, I think his son is an ER doctor at Denver General.
that's on the ballot issue, not for me, but, well, you don't live in Denver. you
No.
don't, yeah. Something about funding a tax increase for them.
For Denver General.
I hate these touchpads when you have to sign something. Such stupid.
Any of those hospitals over there, they're so darn big.
Nobody ever signs shit.
Oh, I do.
It's bullshit.
Like sometimes I have to go out to Hand Shoot Center.
Oh.
And that's just like
Never ending.
I pull up to the wrong building, or I go to the wrong parking garage.
You can end up at VA, can't you?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all together out there.
What's that? Oh, okay, yeah, let's do that. What do you want to do?
Before the break.
What's that? When you say a house wrap, underneath the siding? So that's with the purchase of siding, obviously. Okay. Like a Tyvek?
10 seconds, guys.
Initiatives for school choice, truth in sentencing, same-sex marriage, ranked choice voting, abortion on demand, and big cat hunting. Starting at 2 on 630 KHOW.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Welcome to the show. All right, somebody wanted to know, why did I have to yell out Kamala Harris's name to that guy? It was somewhat joking, but somewhat not. I mean, it's that nowadays we think we can't talk about stuff, and we have to curb our speech and all of that. And you know what? I pity this country if we have to worry about that. And I mean that. Now, do people have responsibility to be fair? Sometimes, but not really. But if they're not, they face the consequences, and they should. You know, I even believe that hate speech is okay to express. I think it's wrong. I don't like it. I mean, it's totally wrong. I think it's mean, vulgar, anti-everything I believe in. But I would not want to suppress anyone from expressing hate. In fact, I'd like to know where people stand, and if they're hateful, I'd like to know it instead of having it hidden. So if someone uses hate speech, let them use it. I can choose not to read it, or not to advocate for that person, or not to agree. So my point is, freedom of speech. It truly is. I truly believe in unlimited freedom of speech. Now, people always give the example, yell fire in a theater. No, I'm not talking about that. When it does direct harm to people, I mean direct harm, like causing a stampede like that. But if I do hate speech and some nut, and I wouldn't do it, but if some nut does hate speech and another nut believes it, that's on those nuts. Anyway. The guy called in and was saying, you shouldn't be making an editorial about this. The whole point is this. We explore all things people call in about. And I'll take your calls at 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Coming up, I'm going to have a great special by K&H Home Solutions that you're going to want to know about. It's unbelievable. It's a free upgrade that you're going to want, especially if you're considering windows right after this.
Past carpet.
Is he just ignoring Drew?
Duh.
What's that?
That's all Drew wants to do is talk about how he got hurt again. Yeah.
I don't mind. I'll take him, but he's going to wait. I'm going to get Barry Miller on, and I'm going to, I already cleared it with him. He wants to just plug his seminar coming up. So let me grab him. Okay, when I want to call someone, I put it here, Barry. Barry. Let's see if I can grab him.
Hi there, it's Barry.
Hey, Barry, Tom Martino. Can you wait a few minutes and I'll get
Hi.
you on?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yep,
it's
that's
gonna
fine.
it's
That's
gonna be
good.
a full 6 minutes or 7 minutes, but I'd rather have you on and know you're here, and I'll go right to you.
Fair enough. I'm
All right,
here.
I'm putting you on hold. Okay, thanks. Bye. Hold on.
You got it.
All right, good. You could hear him all right, right? Sound. All right. Okay.
You're gonna like it, and you're also gonna hate it. But it's moving in the positive.
Josh Sandoval, right? You talked to Josh?
He just called me. He just called me back. I spoke with him. He was logos. I spoke with his former
Good.
partner. I spoke with his.
That's important.
One more. So I got all the background information. This
Good.
guy called me. He's so.
Don't tell me. I like doing it on the air because otherwise it's too rehearsed.
Take your heart medication.
Nah.
I know you do.
Ah. Did I say yellow theater in a crowded fire? I didn't say that, did I? Hey, MH, I didn't say that, did I? I said, never mind. Elon Musk, is offering $1 million a day raffle. Did you know? And then he will pick one. Now, here's the deal. I know, every day. 1 million a day. So until that's like what, 20 million, 15 million for him? Now, talk about this one on YouTube says, talk about inflation.
Throw your name in the hat.
Used to be you could buy votes for just for a bottle of Ripple. I love that. That's good, MH. You got a good humor. Except when you put me down. Bastard. I love it. Freedom of speech. I'm a real believer in freedom of speech, man. You know who first introduced the concept of limiting speech and the internet and all of that? If you listen carefully, it was Obama. He first started saying, we got to do something about all this misinformation. He really talked about that.
Oh, darn.
He was the first person I ever heard in politics talk about that. Really. I mean, the party in power wanting to limit speech, actually reaching out to the social media platforms, telling them what they can't discuss? What are you, shitting me? If that Hunter laptop story got the true airing it should have, it would have had a major impact on things. I mean, he literally was talking about bribing his dad. And no one would publish it. No. I mean, Fox did, but I even think toward the end they were kind of a little afraid of it.
What? It's an Apple Watch. Oh, yeah, I don't have it. I think Fitbits are a little different, but you can do probably
same stuff.
Yeah, maybe the Fitbit will do.
All right.
Stuff the Apple Watch.
Whoops, sorry. Da, 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 da. Dum, 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 dum.
10 seconds here, guys.
Gotcha.
Keyword on our website, bank.
I love my thumb
Enter
sound.
it now at khow.com. Inflation salvation on 630 KHOW.
Ripped off, bad news. You need advice so you don't have to lose. We'll come running just as fast as we can. Troubleshooter's gonna help the common man.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino.
Hi, Tom Martino here. Welcome to the show. 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. Got an hour to go. Going to help you solve your problems, answer your questions, take your complaints, make your life a little easier. I want to talk to Barry Miller right now with Vestera Turnkey because he has a seminar coming up. I think it's this weekend. Well, it's a webinar, which is even easier to attend than a seminar. A webinar is from your home or office or even your car. Now, obviously, if you attend from your car, you got to listen. You can't watch it, but unless you're a passenger. But Barry, talk about that. What are you going to be talking about, sir?
We're going to talk about how the program works because so many people say, well, it's too good to be true, 45, 50, 55% per year return. So we're going to break it down in good, clear terms for the consumer so that they understand and see the fun way and detailed research that goes into how this program really works. And all our customers are getting over 40% return. All of our customers.
Right now, Barry, all of your customers right now getting more than 40%.
Most of them more than 50, and I'm talking over 80% of them are getting over 50%. So I like to say, well, there's a couple under that, only because of slightly higher interest rates.
So when you talk about return, and by the way, for those joining us, we're talking about the Vestera Turnkey, which helps you become a landlord basically without any of the hassles associated with normal landlording. I mean, you basically own real estate, Barry talked about research. He goes out to the hottest markets. So they're not in Denver necessarily. In fact, they're not, but they could be
none
someday.
in Colorado.
Right. They could be someday. Who knows? But he goes out to the markets and searches for the best markets with the most appreciation potential. And I don't know how you do that, but you have this system and you can target these markets and you buy the houses right. And then you get them in and out in about 2 to 3 years at the most, and they make return there. Plus, they make positive cash flow on rents. Plus, they have management companies, and plus, you even have a system where you can take all the phone calls. Nothing. They don't have to worry about much. Now, they do have to qualify for a loan, and they do have to have a minimum investment and all of that. Isn't that correct?
That is correct.
Okay, then go ahead.
Yep.
Go ahead.
No, that's fine.
I just wanted you to continue on. So when you talk about return, I wanted to ask about that. When you are you talking about everything concerning the positive cash flow plus the capital gains at the end? Is that what you're figuring into the total return?
Correct, but also we include the costs of selling the property. Okay, which is not anybody's intent for until 2 or 3 years, and so we put in all of the dollars, every single dollar that's out of pocket from the investor's side. Typically, that's when they buy the property. It's positive cash flow. Again, that's 95% of the time. Occasionally, there's a hiccup, and the rent went down $50, a month, and there's a $200 a year negative cash flow. But typically, it's all positive cash flow. We add every dollar they put out of their pocket in a 12-month period and say, how much is that money worth a year later? And they're all 45, 50, 55% or more. We have the occasional one. We get 1 in 15 where we're buying it under its value. So there's even added equity. Our highest one this year was 82% return. That's a single one, though. That's an outlier. The other highest group was in the 60% return. Now that includes, just like you said, turnkey. We have people and safeguards built in every single step of the way so the consumer literally can sit back, relax, be comfortable, call us, contact us, let us take the call if they choose. Let us take the call. There's a broken window. And really, out of over 100 properties, we don't even get 2 calls in a 3-month period where something's wrong with the house.
You buy right, you sell right. That's the important thing. You take care of all of that. And of course, people say, "Well, how's Barry making money?" He is he and his team make commissions on the way in and on the way out. But that's it. I mean, it's an amazing value, amazing. And then of course, management companies. He doesn't mark that up. That's a straight through. And what are management companies? 10% of rent, or what is it normally?
Normal good property managers are 10 to 12. Ours are literally 9 to 11. Remember, management companies, most of them, take a half a month's rent up front for acquiring the tenant. Tom, we've negotiated that down to a maximum of $500. Some of them now we're working with enough, and they have it at zero. Wow. Zero cost. We save money for our consumers, hundreds of dollars in every which way that we can because of our volume.
Somebody wanted to know on my text here real quick, what are the markets? How many markets are you in?
Yeah, right now we are in literally 5 different cities. Now, some of those would be called metropolitan areas, a couple cities within them. And we have 3 that we have designated as the next 3. And now I am in process of finding and vetting the best. We have to have top people in the buyer agent category. And I'm vetting those 3 added markets right now. And they are all east of the Mississippi at this time, because the price has to be right and the highest appreciation, but strongest economies. Those metro areas have the strongest economy in the entire United States, and that's the top 8 we'll be in soon out of 220 plus metro areas.
So you're always expanding and looking for new opportunities.
Always looking, always researching, always looking and expanding because our company is growing.
Now, if people want to get involved, I want them to go to this webinar though, and it's this when is it?
Saturday.
This Saturday. Okay.
Saturday, 10 a.m. our time, of course, Colorado time, and it's a 50-minute seminar. Good PowerPoint. We send the whole PowerPoint out to all registrants ahead of time.
Oh, you did? Wow.
Yep.
Okay, and they can register.
So they have it there. They could take notes. They could follow along. That kind of a thing.
So they can register right now, mybiggestruturn.com?
Correct. Mybiggestruturn.com.
Mybiggestruturn.com. Thank you very much, Barry. I appreciate you being here, man.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, so you heard it, and it's a pretty cool system, that's for sure. Vestera Turnkey, and it's mybiggestruturn.com. All right, we have more coming up on the Troubleshooter Show, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255.
Did you know your life insurance is an asset you can sell? I'm Jay Jackson, CEO of Abacus Life. For almost 20 years, Abacus has been purchasing life insurance policies from seniors just like you. And at Abacus.com,
did Drew hang up?
We've created a free policy.
Correct, yes.
So you can find out the worth of your policy.
Affirmative.
There are no fees and no obligations. Get real value from your life insurance when you need it with Abacus. Learn more at abacuspays.com.
All right, so made in the shade I've talked about. If you're getting windows and you're moving into a new house, or maybe you're sprucing up your old house and you want window coverings, Made in the Shade does it. They have shades, blinds, curtains, valances. They have everything for window coverings, outdoor protection, shutters, whatever you want, they can do. They can do them powered or unpowered, solar, battery. They can do cell phone controlled, and they come and measure for free, help design for free. Then if you decide to move forward, they install it as part of the package. Made in the Shade. Here's the website, denvershades.co. Don't do it yourself. denvershades.co. Hey, Red Rocks Roof and Solar. Every day we hear about problems with solar. That's why I tell people, go to the contractor we know and love, redrocksrs.com, Red Rocks Roof and Solar. They not only do the sales, they do the installation and the service. They're not just out selling. They actually know the industry and the technology and help put together the best components and then service those systems. They can help you with commercial or residential, battery backup, off-grid generator systems, commercial systems where they get paid for 100% by the government. You got to find out more. Give them a call, 303-704-2449. 303-704-2449, redrocksrs.com. It is open enrollment. That's the time to call Integra Insurance and get your health insurance. Whether you're getting a supplement for your Medicare or Medicare Advantage, or you need to get something on the exchange that has tax credits, you need high deductible, low deductible, maybe even accident plans, emergency high catastrophe plans, whatever you need, Integra can do it and save you money along the way. They can sift through all of the options. They make health insurance simple and smart. I truly believe in them. I use them personally. IntegraInsurance.com, 303-466-5500, 466-5500. So I got Deputy D. And you got 2 follow-ups, right? Yeah, you have the one with the car. Okay. Yeah, I got it. We'll go that first, yeah.
In my head, so I hear all this like crackling.
What do you hear?
Crackling.
On who? Your ass is crackling. It's not me.
No, I think it's his jack or whatever.
Oh yeah,
It's your ankle.
The technology. It's
Could be
funny.
that.
Who would ever think that I have better technology in my home than they have there?
You know who you work for, right? Well, you work for yourself. You know who we work for, right?
Hey, we're not hearing the drumming today.
No, it's very sporadic.
Yeah.
Might go a couple months.
I want to make sure, Kachina, let me know if we get any of these morons that I asked. Not morons. I don't want to insult my morons. The people I asked to email me.
Yeah, we need those contracts.
Yeah. Hold on. Go ahead, man. You can talk, man. Oh, you're on 3.
Kelly, this is Dimitri. Can you hear me?
Kelly?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Kelly, if you get a chance to send me that lease. Remember the guy who moved out on September 2nd and he got charged for a couple of months' rent?
Oh, wait. I think we handled that with the attorney.
Yeah, but you asked me to look into it yesterday.
Why they're doing it. You're right.
Yeah.
I did.
So I just need the consumer's name,
Mark
phone
had sent
number, and
that
the
to him.
lease.
Yeah,
or I
right.
can ask Mark when he returns.
No. I can find it, maybe.
Oh, great.
Maybe I can find it here.
I understood, Tom. You know, the guy was supposed to be out on the 31st. He stayed one day beyond.
Well, and then
they nailed him, you know.
But he said that he was out on the 1st.
I believe the attorney said that he was probably should not be able to do it.
Yeah, I read the attorney's response. But I want to be able to link his response to...
Oh, I got a Rhino Shield something here, Rocky Mountain. Who sent this to me? Hold on. This was sent by Phil. Is Phil the caller?
Yes.
It said 25-year non-prorated transferable warranty. That's just a generic. It doesn't say it's about this job. Wait, it says customer. He's got a 25-year frickin' warranty on this. It has his name on it and everything unless he forged it. Call back that guy. Call him back. The president.
Ruh-roh.
Yeah.
10 seconds.
Wealth, your trusted local fiduciary advisors. TrajanWealth.com.
Oh, man, we got a lot of follow-ups.
Denver's talk station, 630 KHOW.
I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. God, we got a lot going on. I want to get to some follow-ups here you're not going to believe. First, Anthony, you have a plumbing question. Go ahead, Anthony.
I'll try to make it a quick one. Basically, have you heard of the stuff that, like, they send a sleeve down a sewage line?
Yes.
And, like, reinforce it / repair it? I've got an extremely complicated situation. Who on the referral list would be...
Plumb line. Plumb line. Okay. They, by the way, they have a number. There are a number of different ways you can do tricky. Why is your sewer line tricky?
It runs through my backyard as well as our neighbor's backyard.
And you don't want to go digging that up. Right. There's something also. They still need some access to the end of it, you know.
The clean out, yeah.
Well, they might need some.
Would they need to do the whole thing or could do just my section of it? Or
Well, if it runs through their yard, do you have an easement for that?
That I'm not sure. The house was built in 1902.
Oh, never mind. No one had easements. Here's the deal. When they do that lining you're talking about, they can line it. But sometimes they need access where it connects to the main sometimes. It depends on your... Why don't you have them come out and look? They're pretty honest people. They're going to tell you everything. And they have all the latest technology. They have the pipe bursting, which is where they take a bullet-shaped item and they pull it through. So they got to go to the other end to pull that through. In fact, in every case, you have to pull from the other side to get it fully lined, and then they blow it up and epoxy it. The other type is pipe bursting, where they pull it through and they pull a new pipe in place of the old one. And so, yeah, in every case, will your neighbors not allow you to get on the other side?
Oh, we haven't asked them yet. It goes through. We have two.
Wait. Oh, wait. You said it went through. Where does it terminate? Does it terminate on their property?
No, it just goes straight through them and then goes out to.
Oh, that's fine then. But you're going to have access on both ends. Remember that. Your house is not going to be a problem. But on the other end, you're going to need access in order to do any of those retros.
Some kind of access more than a clean out, or?
Well, I mean equipment. They need to dig down and pull something through from the other side.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, I see what you're talking about. All right, I'll give them a call.
And if that's not, what property is the other side on? Is it on someone else's property, a third person, or is it on the city property?
It's basically a row of 4 houses. Mine's the third in the row.
Here's what I'm asking, okay? The other end of your sewer, where does it terminate?
It finally goes out to the street.
Okay. Does it go before it hits the main line? Is there any space there where it's public property and not someone else's property?
Yes, I believe there is a sewer grate right there.
Well, you know what? Have them look at it. Would you do me a favor, Anthony? Would you let me know? Because I love knowing about this stuff once we've talked about it. I want to know what you do.
Yeah.
So, okay, great. I would love to hear about it. So thank you very much. So just call back 303 Martino and leave us a message. We'll put you back on. Or you can text my private Google number, 747-999-5280. Thank you very much. Now, we have a few follow-ups. First of all, the guy from Rhino Shield. Now, again, I don't know if the consumer forged this or not, but let me tell you what happened. And Rhino Shield is not to be confused with Rhino Lining. But this one guy called and said, Phil said, I had my fifth wheel trailer painted with Rhino Shield. And I put $1,000 down on a $10,000 job. And they showed me how durable, blah, blah, blah. He said during the process, he didn't like the way they did the walls and the way they gouged it when they pulled off the graphics and then had to bond to it. But okay, it's done though. It's done. They put the Rhino Shield on it. But the one lingering problem, he said, was the roof. They put the Rhino Shield on the roof of his slide outs. And he said they basically ruined the roof. And it has to be redone. They claim when the president called in and he said the product was not meant for RVs, they explained that to him and they did it expressly without a warranty. Didn't he tell us that? Were you guys listening? Kachina, you heard it.
Yes.
Dollar,
yes.
did you hear that?
Did.
Chopper?
heard that, Tom.
Chopper,
Did
okay.
Did you also see what he sent to you?
The consumer sent.
No, not only the consumer. We also have.
Okay, hold on. The consumer sent me a 25-year warranty with his name on it.
Okay, now look at the email that I sent you, forwarded to you from a gentleman named Daniel at Rhino Shield, and click on that area because that's also.
I got the one from Phil. Now the one from Phil, from Rhino Shield. Okay. It says non-prorated, transferable, limited warranty. I got it. And it said, then it says here, Rhino Shield ceramic coating is not warranted on mechanical or moving parts. Well, what the hell does that mean? That would mean that doesn't.
Slide-out roof.
What?
Would you think that that's the slide-out roof?
I don't know, but what about the motorhome itself, or not the motorhome, but
that could be the fifth wheel. It's a movable object.
But no, man, I don't know. That is pretty lame. It says Rhino Shield ceramic coating is not warranted on mechanical. So would he say the whole fifth wheel is mechanical? I didn't see that highlighted area. Is that on his warranty as well? That highlighted area, I'm going to go see because I didn't see it on his. I did not see that on the one he sent me. So let me look at it. Let me see, man. I don't know. I can't find it now. He sent me the here it is. Okay. It's not, let me see. This warranty is valid only right. Leaks, roofs, account. Rhino Shield is not warranted against wood, rot, water intrusion, blah, blah, blah. Rhino Shield is not warranted. I'm trying to find the liquid part here, the mechanical part on this one he sent us. Because this has Phil's name on it, the consumer, the date, the registration number, everything. But I don't see on this one. It might be here. I'm trying to do it while I'm alive here. Let me see. Physical cause of any kind of alteration, lack of proper. Oh, here it is. Is not warranted on mechanical or moving parts. So it is on this one. So how would that be interpreted? I mean, how would it be? It would be.
I'm not a lawyer and I don't play one on TV.
Yeah, no, of course not.
The roof is it's a slide out roof, so that's a moving part to me. So it's not warranted.
Right, and he wasn't complaining about the other parts, so he might be. Could easily be. Now we have another follow up coming up, but first I want to tell you about K&H. They have an extraordinary special. Then we go to this other follow-up about Josh Sandoval and the $5,000 and the no money, nothing done. And okay, so K&H Home Solutions, what are you going to do for people, bro? I love it. I think it's going to be great. Let me just put you on here. Okay, go ahead.
So we're running a promo for anybody who calls in today with promo code Martino 1022.
Now let me just explain this. Martino 1022 is for today's date, 1022.
Yep.
It's not good for just today, is it?
We're trying to run the promo while we're doing the show, but I mean, obviously,
but it's only the last half hour.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
Can we run it through tomorrow or not?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll run
So
it through
people,
tomorrow.
the code 1020 Martino 1022. That's it. Martino 1022 is the promo code.
Yep.
And what do they get?
Anybody who calls in looking for windows, we will give you a free upgrade to triple pane on windows or doors. And if it's in regards to siding, we'll give you an upgrade to the Insultex house wrap, which is a little more intricate than just your typical house wrap. Typically, a house wrap is just going to be a water vapor barrier. This actually adds an insulating factor to it as well. It has an R6.
So listen, I want you to know what this means. That's an extraordinary value for just putting Martino 1022 in there to get from double pane to triple pane for no extra cost.
Yep.
I want you to know that. So when you order a window, or windows, you will get the triple pane for just putting that in the promo code Martino 1022. Or if you're doing siding, you get the upgraded vapor barrier with an insulating factor of 6. So it's not just a vapor barrier. So it's pretty damn cool. And all of that is going to khwindows.com. So when you do it or book them online, so you use the promo code Martino 1022. More coming up.
This is Denver's Talk Station with Tom Martino now. Michael Brown tomorrow morning at 6:30 KHOW Denver. Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Progressive Insurance.
Up on the north end of town, I-25 northbound approaching 84th Avenue, a crash blocking 2 right lanes has stop and go back from Highway 36 and I-270, seeing about 2 or 3 minutes of delays there. South of there, closer to downtown, I-70 westbound, seeing some usual afternoon slowdowns between Steel Street and York Street. For folks heading into DIA, I-70 eastbound, no complaints through town. South of there, some good news. I-225 southbound at Iliff has been all cleared up after a vehicle fire. Fox 31 pinpoint weather, mostly sunny skies, high 74, overnight low of 43. The current temperature in Denver is 73 degrees. With your Impact Traffic and weather, Mark Swan, 630 KHOW.
Looking for a career you'll love with flexibility, great pay and benefits, and one of the country's top workplaces? Join their growing team. Go to progressive.com/careers and apply online today. That's progressive.com/careers.
Now let's talk about discountbath.com. I love the words discount bath. I tell you why, because discounts don't usually get associated with baths, but Discount Bath's doing a great job. Truly quality materials, but they're passing along their wholesale savings to you. Not totally. They make some money here, let's face it, but They do offer bigger discounts than anyone when you have bathrooms done. And in fact, they can do shower conversions all in at $9,888. So that's all you want. You get it for $9,888, a beautiful shower conversion. Now, let's just say you want to do a whole bath. You go to discountbath.com. You can get pricing without them coming out to your house. Go there, fill out the information. They send you a link. You put up video. That's right. Just any video from your cell phone. You for that hall room bath or that unfinished area that's roughed in maybe the basement or a master bath, whatever you want, they'll give you a price. Discountbath.com, or call them if you want to talk to them. 720-979-2322. 720-979-2322. John Fuller. He's a personal injury attorney. I want you to look him up, John Fuller. You'll love the reviews he gets. John Fuller, he's personal injury Denver. Now, here's what I like about him. He'll talk to you after an injury free of charge, no obligation whatsoever. He'll tell you what your case is worth, what he thinks is worth, what he thinks he can collect, where he collects, what you should do next. All of that's complimentary. And then, of course, if you hire him, it's on a percentage fee basis. I've known John for many, many years, and I've recommended him to friends and family. He even answers his phone on weekends. John Fuller, Fuller Law, 303-597-4500, 597-4500.
You know, the big.
Tell Drew that when I have calls, I'll take them. I promise. I'm not avoiding them, but I gotta wait.
Oh, we know the truth.
Tom, you would think on that warranty, if they didn't want to cover a moving vehicle, they would have said a moving vehicle.
Yeah, sure.
It does. I will say it's ambiguous.
A moving part would be like a slider coming out, and they painted that,
I'll give him it's ambiguous, okay? Ambiguity is construed against who? You know who? You know what the law says?
Against the writer.
That's exactly against the one who drew it up. That's right. How'd you know that? Are you just smart?
I just asked myself, what would a smart guy answer? And then I just then I voiced that opinion.
Yeah, I thought I'd have to tell him the truth there. There's only one guy smarter than me, but he was resurrected years ago.
Ooh.
Lazarus?
Oh, that's funny.
Speak of the devil.
Of what devil?
You should not be used to avoid falling down.
Kelly just likes to say random stuff.
Yeah, mimosas.
There was a Rhino Shield commercial.
Oh.
Now, Colorado, you too can have the 25-year guaranteed protection of Rhino Shield for 10% off the regular price.
I would not hesitate to call Rhino Shield, and I am just thrilled to recommend Rhino Shield to my friends and neighbors and family.
Here's owner Jim Williams.
This offer is limited, so call me at 844-317-4466. That's 844-31-RHINO or rhinoshieldco.com.
Go Rhino Shield.
Going to warranty moving vehicles, then why are you painting them?
I don't know, man. I will say that warranty does cast a doubt on this thing.
For the consumer.
Yeah, it really does. I mean, I don't know Rhino Shield from anywhere, but it does. It's not like, I mean, that consumer should have had some questions about that.
10 seconds.
761-6400.
All right. As you know, we had a guy call in from Rhino Shield, Jim Williams. You just heard him on the commercial there. And he said, look, this thing does, we did that fifth wheel, but we told the guy, look, we can't warranty this. And in the warranty, there's clearly a disclaimer. And there is somewhat of a disclaimer. I want to mention this. First and foremost, the job was done. The question he has, now I know he nitpicked the process all the way through, but the job was done. And I want to be fair here. Rhino Shield is truly made for houses and decks and all that stuff, and it's strong as hell, okay? I don't want to cast aspersions on this product because it did not work on a fifth wheel. I mean, let's face it, okay? I mean, if Rhino Shield loses all of their RV work, I don't think they care because that's not their market. Their market, and I'm just trying to clarify to be fair, their market is not the RV market. Their market is the housing market, the building market, and all of that. And we've never had a complaint about that aspect, okay? And again, don't confuse it with Rhino Lining. That's a whole different product that does pickup beds. Now, let's talk about Phil's case with his fifth wheel. I looked at the warranty, and Phil, there is a disclaimer in there. And again, I don't have it in front of me. Does someone want to read that disclaimer for me? Do you have it in front of you, Kachina, or not? If not, we can find it. But basically, I think you're familiar with it, Phil, right?
Yes, sir.
What do you think of that? No, seriously, what do you think of that disclaimer? I mean, they sent it to me.
Well, they told me.
Go ahead.
They told me that mechanical, because their business, as you said, is houses.
Of course.
They were talking about garage doors. Okay, they go up and down. So you have the rubber wiper on the side.
Yeah, but that's not the
that's
not what the warranty says. To be fair, that's not what the warranty says.
Okay.
I mean,
okay.
I'm not.
And I have
go ahead.
I have no problem with their product. Their product worked fine. Other than where they told me it was compatible with the EPDM, they just didn't prep it correctly. It blew off. When they came back out to redo it, prep it correctly, they took a razor blade and cut clean through my EPDM where the piece of trim goes over the top of it, where it wraps around down the vertical part of the slide out. Now, these slide outs haven't moved. We're full timers. Both my wife and I had back surgery. We can't move all our furniture in here to move the slides in and out. We're on blocks. We're skirted. We have semi-permanent utilities. We are insured as a manufactured home. So the thing hasn't gone anywhere.
So Rhino Shield ceramic coating is not warranted on mechanical, and that is a mechanical or moving parts. Now, I will tell you, it's not crystal clear. Phil, it's not crystal clear. But I don't...
Right.
But so what do you want? You want them to spend how much to replace that roof?
The estimate, I believe, was somewhere around $7,000. They cut the roof.
Now, let me tell you why that's good news for you. Because you can actually get a judge to weigh in on this in small claims court. Your limit's $7,500. It would be a very easy thing to do because Rhino would simply say, look, we're not made for this. That's why we have the disclaimer. And the judge would rule on it, but it'll cost you like $50 to have it done. They're a reputable company. They're not going to dodge service. Do a small claims court. I mean, well, really, where are you set up? You live around here, right?
Yeah.
Well, what would be wrong with that?
I mean, on the east side of Denver, between Watkins and Bennett.
What would be wrong with that?
Well, I was looking for advice for an attorney. I mean, as far
why
as
would you need an attorney for small claims court? If you can fix this, if you can fix this for $7,000, why would you want? Do you know what it would take to go to court? What do you think minimum? I know this because I've been in court so many. $25,000.
Right.
Okay. And then what do you look? If you can do this in small claims court, have a judge declare whether that warranty, whether they should fix your roof or not. I mean, to me, that's the smartest way to do it because there is some ambiguity here. Okay? And again, I mean, he wasn't totally wrong when he said, look, we disclaim that. So I had to put that out there, Phil. I had to put that out there. I don't think.
What?
What?
No, I'm sorry. Disclaim what? You said he had to disclaim it.
That's why he did. That's why he pointed out the disclaimer in the warranty, the one that says it doesn't warranty mechanical or moving parts. And anyone could argue that the whole fifth wheel's moving. Look, I know that's not. Your argument is this. Your argument is this. You never got the benefit, whether they warranty or not, they shouldn't have cut it when they were trying to do it. That is what you need a judge to look at. You really do.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
and I want you to keep me informed. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Dimitri, quickly here. Yes. Josh Sandoval, somebody said, and a few people have texted me, and he's on social media where people give him money, and he doesn't come through, and he takes money up front, and he's using someone else's contract, and he doesn't even work there, according to the construction company.
Right. So I researched this.
Yes.
And I have a copy of the contract that he signed with Guillermo, and there are a couple of discrepancies here. So he is using a contract with a logo and the address of the wrong company.
Why?
Well, I called that company, and I spoke with Brian, the owner of that. He said that Mr. Sandoval and Brian had years ago, according to him, been involved in a business deal where Mr. Sandoval would go out, get roofing jobs, they would do them, and then they would split the profits. However, according to Brian, Mr. Sandoval kept the contracts for himself. So now it looks to me like he's using the contract that was pre-printed by Brian.
Right.
However, and I think this is Mr. Sandoval's Achilles heel, he had them overprinted with 303 Roofing and Construction, LLC. It's important to note, and you'll know why in a moment, the and is an ampersand. There is yet another company out there where instead of the ampersand, it's spelled out A-N-D. However, the important part is that Mr. Sandoval did call me. And he also emailed me.
Okay, what did he say?
And he agrees that he needs to refund Guillermo's $5,000.
Good.
To that end, he had sent him a check, a cashier's check for $500, which Guillermo acknowledges having received and cashed. And Mr. Sandoval intends to continue to repay Guillermo in $500 payments twice a month until the balance of the four and a half.
If he pays him?
Yes. So he did put it in writing. He sent me an email to that end, which I forwarded to you, and I also sent it to Guillermo so that he can.
Let's see what Guillermo says. What about the other people who have texted and called? Did he deny that?
Well, the other case that Mr. Sandoval
go ahead.
had discussed with me without my knowledge, apparently we had another call. This is prior to my involvement from Mrs. Pacheco, I believe.
Yeah.
And he insisted on explaining that case to me as
What
well. Well, similar deal, and he's refunding Mrs. Pacheco's money, $500 every other week.
All right. Well, you know what? At least the guy is trying.
Yeah.
Unlike who?
Oh.
Unlike Justin Garcia.
Justin Garcia.
Who stole $62,000 and is a crook.
From an old lady who's broke, alone, and scared.
Listen, we have more coming right up. I got to take this break.
Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Progressive Insurance.
Up on the north end of town, I-25 northbound approaching 84th Avenue. A crash blocking two right lanes has stop and go back from Highway 36. And I-270, seeing about 2 or 3 minutes of delays there. South of there, closer to downtown, I-70 westbound, seeing some usual afternoon slowdowns between Steel Street and York Street. For folks heading to DIA, I-70 eastbound, no complaints through town. South of there, some good news. I-225 southbound at Iliff has been all cleared up after a vehicle fire. Fox 31 pinpoint weather, mostly sunny skies, high 74, overnight low of 43. The current temperature in Denver is 73 degrees. With your Impact Traffic and weather, Mark Swan, 630 KHOW.
With Progressive Insurance, you can make sure your family is well taken care of with life insurance. Protect your phones, laptops, and more with electronic device insurance. And cover your furry friends with pet health insurance. Visit Progressive.com. That's Progressive.com.
All right, Red Rocks Roof and Solar, you've heard me talk about them. I love them because they do it the right way, from sales to service to installation. They do it all. They don't just abandon you after the sale. Plus, they can walk you through the tax credits and all of the intricacies involved in a solar system, including commercial systems that they can get paid for you with a REAP grant if you qualify. And they can get that paid 100%. You know, you got to check them out. RedRocksRS.com, Red Rocks Roof and Solar, 303-704-2449, 704-2449. Retirement Planning Center of the Rockies. The name says it all. They help you plan for retirement. They take your elements like a 401k, an IRA, maybe you have some other Roth or whatever, and they want to know what insurance you have. They want to know what you're doing for legacy planning and what you're doing for long-term care. All of this they put together in a retirement plan. And the younger, the better, but they can work with you even at later ages. They look to help you grow your nest egg, keep it safe, and develop income. Retirement Planning Center of the Rockies, you can reach them right here. rpcenter.com. rpcenter.com. 970-663-3211.
Get up.
But he's got 4 hours of radio, and do I really care about?
Thank you so much, man, for this.
Oh, you're welcome.
I haven't gotten the PPM rating by then.
That's from your filtered water.
Good.
It's not cold for some reason. It's warm.
It's not warm. It's just
really-
room temperature.
Oh,
I mean,
okay. That's what it's meant to be.
There's no chiller on it.
But for Ryan,
There's no chiller on it. Is that what you mean? It's just tap.
Yeah, but my tap water is colder than that. So there's for some reason.
But I don't call that. I call that. It's not even room. It's a little cooler.
Yeah.
Then
But
they can be replayed.
did you know that that hydrates better than cold water?
Yes, warm water does.
Promise me that
So,
you'll get toilet stuff.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, because he does Dan 4-6 anyway, so
Right.
he's got to be in here anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just want to make sure. So, and I don't need a personal
look at
login,
his
right?
clock
So
and
you
say,
just hit,
I don't have enough time to explain these.
Yes and no. It's part of your iHeart email.
Oh, I see. So if I'm logged in under me,
Right.
oh,
I mean,
but I probably don't have permissions and shit. Okay.
But you can submit a ticket, and they will instantly grant you access. Yeah.
Is that bookmark somewhere?
That was a good follow-up. Why
Okay.
did you think
I'll
I would be mad
I'll
at
mess
that
around with it. See if I
follow-up?
can
Because
do it
I
first.
thought you would want the entire $5,000 up front.
Oh.
Which
you know, but
should
man,
have.
when somebody, I know it should be, but
Yeah,
when
but it's a-
somebody's trying to make an effort,
Yeah, it's a good compromise.
yeah, I mean, oh, he hung up again?
Oh, darn.
Did you tell him I'm sorry, but I had phone calls or whatever?
It's Drew. Does it really, not to sound like an ass towards Drew, but does it really matter?
Hey, you better not.
Because all he wants to do is explain how he got hit by a tailgate again.
Oh, God almighty. You know,
most of them were.
he needs to get his, he wants to keep his GoFundMe the way it is. He's an idiot.
That would be a better follow-up to figure out if he got the librarian to change it or not.
Well, you can go and look at it.
Did he?
I don't know. Let's go look at it. GoFundMe. And just put in Drew Bradford. Hold on. I'm going to look.
Oh,
Yeah, it's GoFundMe. I just
talking about Kamala. I mean,
yeah, I didn't read it. I just thought you'd do a $1 donation, but
I am being harmed by Kamala Harris.
Ah, damn it.
She is allowing me to be evicted.
Yep. It's all her fault, Drew. I'm sorry. I am not looking for anything online called Dudes on Dudes.
I rethink the name of. Yeah. Or maybe not. Maybe that was. I don't know.
This poor guy, I'm serious. It's not going to help him. Even if he raised money, it's not going to help him.
Right. 10 seconds.
He did not. You're right. He didn't change it. It's the same.
For a pickup line. Yes.
Dan Kaplan, afternoons at 4 on 630 K.
Hi, Tom Martino here. Don't forget K&H Home Solutions, the promo code Martino 1022 through tomorrow. You can call and get a free upgrade to triple pane windows if you're buying windows, or if you're buying siding, they're going to do that insulated vapor barrier with it's R6. That's great. Okay, I'm getting a lot of texts about this, about my financial services company. We're a registered financial advisor, Wave 8 Wealth Management. The website is investwithmartino.com. Now, let me just explain this. Someone said, Tom, how do you reconcile this if you have people that you're advertising like Joe Cano who do fixed indexed annuities? Okay, here's how I do that. There's no one investment that should be everything to everyone, not Vestera Turnkey for real estate, not fixed indexed annuities, nothing. There's no one investment that everyone should be in or everyone should be out, okay? True investments have quality, and true investments have purpose, and they have roles in your life at different times in your life, okay? In fact, I am working with Joe Cano. I would make references if people need part of their money in a fixed indexed annuity. I would make references to Vestera Turnkey. In fact, we're putting together funds for people who don't have enough money to do the whole thing with Vestera, but they want to take part in that to make that return. So we're putting together LLCs that can own that with us together as a group. So what I'm doing is different, but here is the main part. I founded it for myself 6 years ago and tracked all of our performance for me. I hired people to do my money. Why? Because I found out something about the industry. And really, I'm not saying they're bad, but most financial advisors, they gather people, shake their hands, do questionnaires, and then place the money with a broker-dealer or a bigger financial advisor. They don't really do the investing or the planning for them. They don't do it, okay? And they're middlemen, and they make a spread. Now, again, I'm not saying it's bad. If you like it, you can like that. But my pledge is that 100% of my money would be with yours, and that I don't pawn off your portfolio to a broker-dealer to make the investment decisions. I take an active role, we all do, in your wealth-building goals, and we limit our growth and expansion in order to give individual attention to your objectives and goals and desires. That's it, okay? I'm the founder, I'm a client, and yes, I will make money from the company. Well, you hope I do, right? That's why I have it. That's what I wanted to say. I am not putting down any other investment. Well, there's one I put down. It's not an investment. That's timeshares. Never. Okay. By the way, so if you want to get a hold of us, it's 303-771-HELP, 771-4357, or investwithmartino.com. And again, it is now official, and we are registered with the Securities Division with the state of Colorado. Now, as far as these other things, whenever there's an obscure or like with this Rhino Shield, okay, if there's nothing clear cut about if you can't discern whether or not that warranty is in effect, there's nothing wrong with small claims court. I think a judge needs to look at stuff like this. Again, he was very clear. He was mad at me for discussing it. I don't think he should be angry with me for discussing it. We discuss everything, and I don't like that. But he was clear, and they don't advertise for vehicles. It is very clear that their business model is to advertise for buildings and houses and all of that. Then on the other thing, that Sandoval thing, that guy at least is making an effort to return money, that roofer. Now, why he's using other people's contracts, that's another story. All right, and then I want to end by just saying, don't forget khwindows.com, promo code Martino1022. And remember, folks, 303 Martino, save all your problems for me.
All right, you're clear.
Thanks.
See ya.
See you, bro.
Stay connected with all of us.